Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. I'm your host, Cooley.
And I'm your co-host, Ease.
Man, we got another amazing episode tonight. Tonight is Friday, November 15th. We got my man Rico Hondo in the building.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be back.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. And we got 5 college students. Let's go. Actually, Gabby, off. You done. And you want to leave too? This is how our relationship goes. God over man, man over woman, woman over children. All right, we are back, ladies and gents. So, we got an amazing episode tonight, man. I know a lot of y'all in here like, man, Cooley, what's good with you, homie? It's a lot of people been talking about you in these streets. And we gonna clear the air for sure on a lot of this misinformation and, you know, people making up tons of lies. But I do see some of y'all reaction videos, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's funny. It's mad funny. Super funny. So shout out to some of y'all doing the most for some content. But other than that, man, we got a few links in the description. First link is going to be to join the membership. If you like this podcast, you want to support it, go ahead and click that first link. And we got 3 tiers: Gang, Hitman, and Mob Ties. What's up, East?
Oh, drink. Just move it to the side over there.
It don't even matter. They don't see that. Yeah, it's a little, what's his name bottle? This little Stanley Cup. So we got the links over there in the description. Go ahead and join the membership. You join any of those tiers, you locked in with us. You can go ahead and hit me up on Instagram. I'll contact you back immediately, and you can interact with us. The second link is going to be for one-on-one coaching. I do couples coaching, I do dating and relationships coaching, and I also coach men on masculinity and media and marketing. So click any of those links if you want some coaching. Man, I've been coaching a lot of women lately. They've been clicking a link, so I appreciate that. And always the homies always in there that need the coaching as well. We got the third link in the description is going to be for the merch, I believe. You want to go ahead and pull that up, Steve? Merch gang. So we got the God over man, man over woman, woman over children t-shirts. Go ahead and cop the merch. Steve, you pull that? Yes, up now. Okay, go ahead and cop the t-shirts. Y'all see that right there. We got the Mr. Man glasses. That's my brand right there. Shout out to Rico too. Rico definitely done put the homie on to the plug with the glasses on how to ship them things and get everything started. You know what I mean? So shout out to Rico. Man, that's what happens when 2 good brothers get together. You know, we learn off one another. So that's a good thing. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
The next link is gonna be for the Discord. It's free. Join the Discord. Y'all want, you know, I'm most likely going to do a video this Sunday. Who knows? We're going to see. I'm going to expose a whole lot of stuff. So who knows? We're going to do a video this Sunday. But you can go ahead and join the Discord and say, hey, Cooley, I want you to speak about this. Or Cooley, I hear this. And Ease is in there as well. And, you know, Steve and Dan is in there as well. The whole squad is in there. So hop in the Discord. It's free. You can communicate with us. If you have ideas, you can give us ideas and we can incorporate your ideas into the show. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get these introductions started. So, who's going to be my first victim? Ease, actually, you can go with introductions, man.
All right, let's start with the left. Name, age, and where you from?
I'm Abby. I'm 18, and I'm from Westchester.
And your relationship status?
I'm single.
Single?
Yeah.
We're talking to the mic a little bit more.
Just push it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you said your name was Abby?
I'm Abby. I'm 18. I'm from Westchester, and I'm single.
Okay, so...
What college do you go to?
I go to esthetician school. I don't go to college.
Okay, esthetician school. So, I mean, that's still a school. Okay, so you in esthetician school. Okay, go ahead, Ease.
Yeah, so... Wait. question. We got
What you do for a living?
good. What's he in school?
Well, I'm a
so-
student, and
Okay.
I do a couple like different jobs. It's just like I work at festivals over the summer and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Make some pocket money, but I actually work at a rage room.
You said a rage room.
Yeah, I work at a rage room.
Is that where they break stuff?
Yeah, people pay you to break stuff in a room.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
get their rage out. I get a lot of couples.
That's weird.
Yes.
Yo, Steve, you want to check out audio? We got a few people in the chat like, yo, I hope the audio is good.
It is good. It is good.
It is good. Do
You
you?
were saying that before it even started. Because I know what you're talking
No, what I mean is like that buzz noise.
I actually work at a rage room.
Is it good?
It's not that bad, though.
Okay, I can. I'm gonna stop talking. You know what? Let's just try it with the noise gate real quick. Ladies, keep it quiet for me for a second.
Yo, gotta chill.
It's gonna be ATM audio, right? This one, Steve? This the one that you need?
Yeah,
the top
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Gotcha.
3 little dots.
So what you doing? You checking out the audio?
I knew
just
it.
gonna,
Yeah.
post some-
So nervous, touching.
Buzz there for like-
Just breathe.
All right. Let's see, and then turn it up on your phone. Yeah. So we are testing out the audio real quick because I know y'all always complain about that buzz noise. So we trying to get rid of that for y'all. Turn that down while I'm speaking right now, though, until you get to it.
You need it up. You can only really hear one.
So chat, put a 1 in the chat if that buzz noise that is always in our audio is off. Put a 2 in the chat if the buzz noise is still there. Okay, listen. Still there?
Is it the fan?
It's cleaner.
It's a little cleaner.
It's cleaner, but it's not. It's still there a little bit.
It's still there a little bit. Okay.
Is there a shortage?
We gonna keep it like this.
Like test lives.
Yeah. Also, chat. Let us know. So we just I put a filter on it, a noise gate, so it kind of takes out the background audio. If at any time when we are speaking and I have the ladies speaking and stuff like that, and we're all speaking at the same time, if it's like compressing things and you can't really hear the audio, just let me know and I'll go ahead and take that off. Okay. Cool. We were on to her. She said that you work in a rage room.
Yeah.
Okay, that's unique. And Steve, continue to listen to the audio too, but keep it down. Like put your phone to your ear so it doesn't pick up from here. In relationship status,
I'm single.
single.
Yeah.
Cool. And you said 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with fun fact.
I sculpt. I'm into pottery and like that kind of stuff. I do like the wheel and like even like hand throwing, whatever. So
Okay, you sculpt.
yeah,
That's unique. Okay, you're a sculptor.
common word with you.
So, all right. So here's a question for all of y'all then. So all of y'all are pretty much in college and y'all pretty much, I think y'all all like 18. So let's go with this question. Have you ever taken a plan B?
Oh my god, not this again.
Yeah, actually,
You have?
yeah.
Dang, what age?
Oh, this was
16.
like this summer. Like
Okay, that was
yeah.
your first one?
Yeah,
Then just popped homie in and killed them kids. Okay, what up?
I didn't pay for it. And then he bought me breakfast. I was shocked.
The guy paid for
Yeah,
it and
he
brought you
paid for it
breakfast?
and then he bought me breakfast.
Got
How
you.
does he pay for
He's
it?
like, you got to eat with it.
So what about condoms? You were just like, nah, you just risking it all
No,
at that
that's a
time?
different story. But like, I don't want to speak on that on the podcast. So,
Fair enough,
yeah.
fair enough. Moving right along to you. Name, age, where you from?
Sam, 18. I'm from Philly.
Cool, and welcome back, Sam. Let me go ahead and fix your mic a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Sam, 18, from Philly. Welcome back. And what you do for a living, Sam?
Daycare teacher and student.
Daycare teacher and student. Okay, what you in college for?
Speech therapy.
Speech therapy. Okay. And in daycare, what's your relationship status?
Single.
Single.
as
Okay.
well.
You were just here last week.
I was.
Okay, fair enough. You still single. Nobody cuffed you up in the dorm rooms in
No,
college.
No college men for me.
No college men for you. So what kind of men you want?
Older men. Not too old, but like 21 and older. Like 21 to like 24.
21 to 24. So 24 is your max. That's your cutoff.
If you really find 25, but that's
Okay,
it.
so what what if Chris Brown came? He like 35.
That's different because he's Chris Brown.
But see, what's your real age limit then?
52.
Well, I wouldn't date a 35-year-old.
But if it's Chris Brown,
You wouldn't date Chris Brown?
But this is a different lifestyle.
oh,
I'm not
but
famous. I don't have a chance.
okay, so you really don't have an age preference. You have a lifestyle preference.
I mean, it would be cool to be famous.
You necessarily wouldn't be famous. It'll be keeping you a secret. What you mean?
That is true.
She'll be clapping.
Okay, yeah, I'll date Chris Brown.
You'll date him, and you'll be kept a secret.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go with. Have you ever taken a Plan B?
Yeah.
Okay, she said yes. She did say like.
I said that last time. I started giggling, and then you were like, "Oh, on your 18th birthday, you took one." Ha ha.
Oh yeah.
Damn. You are right. Oh, you was trying to become an adult.
No, I didn't do that. They said that. They were just joking.
Quick out here. Okay. And fun fact.
I'm goofy. That's what I said last time.
You goofy?
I'm just a goofy girl.
Okay, cool. Name, age, and where you from?
I'm Robin. I'm 18. I'm from Philly.
Robin, 18 from Philly.
With a Y.
What you do for a living?
I work at Hooters.
Like she was like, yeah, mom. Once I turn 18, Hooters for me. First job.
Yeah.
Bruh.
We don't have any
I
twin
had 7
peaks.
other jobs.
Hey,
This is my 7th. Yeah.
this your 7th job?
Yeah, since I was 13.
I mean,
I'm a hard worker.
13 stuff, but I mean, you can only work at Hooters when you're 18.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, 18. Let me find the most promiscuous job there is. Hooters. That's
Good
the
money.
one that I want.
Good money.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's do. So you're in college as well, and what are you majoring in?
I'm undecided right now. I'm thinking about accounting.
Okay, accounting.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've been thinking about that.
She was about to check you. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what?
no,
Accounting.
I'm good at math. You know
Sam, let
that.
her live. Let her live.
I'm letting
let
her live. I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Okay, accounting. Let's do fun fact.
I've crashed my car 17 times.
That's fun.
That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. My driving is fun.
Where?
You said my driving was okay. I did not say
That's scary.
My friend earlier.
And you guys are letting her drive you home?
It's terrifying.
I didn't wanna
she was
drive.
screaming the whole ride up here.
Listen, that ain't fun. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
No, but I'm alive.
She went into
Barely.
like the medium and started saying,
You
"Oh, I
alive right
zoned
now.
out."
You may not be alive for too long.
We literally hit
How
the
did you
bump
buy
in your
17
entrance.
cars at 18?
No, I didn't. I only told her
That's
one.
OD.
Oh.
They were little baby.
You know, like
accidents.
that bump at your entrance. She like totally like went
Like,
into that and like almost
hard.
like her car literally was like
today.
bumper.
Yeah,
Literally
like
today.
coming here.
It shook the whole car.
Wait, but the bottom is already like falling off because I hit
Okay,
a rather.
ladies, let's get back on regular schedule programming. Y'all talking about cars. I got more questions for you.
Yeah.
You ever took a Plan B?
Yeah.
Okay, dang. Oh,
How many?
18. How many?
How many? One.
Cat.
When?
I don't know how. I don't remember. I don't keep track.
I know I said when.
You know.
When? I
we
know. I don't know. I don't.
You only 18.
Everything was like
months
17.
ago.
Yeah.
She's like Dory.
She went from look. She went from. I only took one, but I don't know. I don't keep track.
I'll
I'm just saying.
I don't keep the date. I don't keep the date in my mind.
Yeah, whatever.
Rico, I did peep that. I
Okay.
peeped
No,
that.
I'm not lying. I don't lie.
All right. Okay. And relationship status?
I'm single.
You single. Okay. Moving right along. Name, age, and where you from?
I'm Natalia. I'm 18 and I'm from Westchester.
Natalia, 18 from Westchester. And what do you do for a living?
I go to school and I work 2 jobs.
Okay. What are you majoring in?
I go to esthetician school, so an
Okay. So
esthetician.
both of y'all esthetician school? Cool. And relationship status?
Single.
Single. 18. Okay, we're not even gonna ask how long you've been single for, because anything before 18, we don't need to know.
Okay.
All right, let's go with fun fact.
I was thinking about it this whole time. I don't know. I can't think of one.
You know who you look like? You probably don't know. You probably don't know, but it was this viral clip, and it was this girl named Jada that he was doing his dance, and she was like, "Jada, stop doing that!
You do
Why
look
you
like
doing that,
that.
Jada? You look like the Jada chick."
Well, then good. That's my fun fact then.
Okay, fair enough.
It was her.
It was her.
It was me.
Let's go with have you ever taken a Plan B?
No.
Good, because you look like you're 13. You
Oh my
Facts. Are
god.
you sure you 18?
we checked their ID.
You checked your ID, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
All their IDs was checked. We made sure they are actually 18.
How tall are you?
4'11".
4 foot?
4'11".
Oh,
I'm not considered a legal midget, so
you're not a midget?
no.
Dwarf?
She can drive.
Is that the same
No.
Nah, dwarf's a little taller.
I'm neither. I'm none. The count is at 4'10". I'm 4'11", so I
Oh, so you
passed it.
just made the cut?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to
Congratulations.
adulthood.
Yeah, Shorty just done made the cut.
Just made the cut.
Okay. We gonna do you last, Rico. Name, age, and where you from?
Mariah. I'm 19 and I'm from California.
Okay. Callie, how long are you currently living here?
It's been 4 months?
And what college you go to?
East Stroudsburg University.
Okay, so you came out here for college.
Yes.
Oh, word. That's what's up. And what do you do for a living besides in school?
I'm a student and I model.
And you model, okay? And what are you majoring in?
Political science with a concentration in pre-law.
Cool. Good for you. Relationship status?
Single.
Single. All right. Everyone here is single. We're going to get to some, because y'all all pretty much freshmen, so we're going to get to some questions. And, y'all being single and stuff, and how y'all experience, being a freshman in a university and stuff like that. But we're going to get to that. Let's do fun fact.
I make music.
You do?
Yes.
Sing.
Like beats? What do you do?
I
Sing?
do it all. I produce. I write my own music. I sing.
We got a lot of supporters. You want to hit a note?
So you see, I was sick
So you
last
see?
weekend. If you can't tell from my voice,
Listen, chat, when it started out, so see what happened was.
because when you go to my Instagram, I have it posted. So
She sounds like Billie Eilish.
She
in my
sound like
opinion.
Billie
I do.
Eilish?
I like to layer my music and make it angelic. But
Okay. Fair enough. Have you ever taken a Plan B?
no, I've never needed one.
This is the holy couch, chat.
Yeah.
This is the demon couch.
Exactly. Bad angel, good angel.
This is what you see here. Okay. Anyone has a first question?
Not even a question, but can we go back to the car thing about how we literally were followed on the way here?
Oh my god, yeah, I have a story. Can I tell my story?
Before you get to that real
introduce
quick, Rico.
Oh yeah.
Rico, tell the audience what's good, what you got going on. Plug your stuff.
Who you are.
Who am I? Shit, you could Google that or chat GBT it at this point. But I'm Rico Hundo. You already know the vibes. What I got going on. Well, I got my own app coming out. So I got a podcast that, if you see me on 8 at the Table or other podcasts like No Fugazee, I actually have my own podcast I'm going to be dropping. We're filming this week and look out for it in the next 2-3 weeks. Obviously, I got the Hundo Shades going on. So sunglass game, I got a whole bunch. Actually, today, my sunglasses just got its first ever American store deal. So now we're in stores in Long Island. Shout out to Sweet 2E. That's the store name. It's in the mall. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Semina or Semia or something like that. But it's dope. Yeah, that's what I got going on right now.
Hey, go show my man's Rico some support, man. Homie done put me on to the glasses business, to the shades business, and I'm definitely utilizing his strategies, so he know what he doing. Okay, so ladies, before you hop into the story, let's get into who has some questions. Any first questions? Rico got one. Okay, what's up, Rico?
But here's the thing: are we gonna be honest or what? I need to know that off the gate.
Oh, I'm so blind.
I'll be
It's
honest,
not.
yeah, I'm honest.
100%.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna keep it no fugazi?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So, you three demon couch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all been in school. Well, you two have been in school for
Like 4 months.
okay. And you have went to their school before or a school to party at all?
Yeah,
To party, yeah.
Let's just go with day 18, and then
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
You know what I'm saying? So, well, I got a lot of questions, right? But the first question is, have y'all had y'all one night stand yet? Yes. Let's say
Okay,
yes.
so let's,
One?
Yeah.
let's start with
No.
who.
That was
Show
a-
hands. Who had the one night stand? Let's do this couch too involved, not just that
I'll
couch.
be with y'all.
Yeah.
Ain't no shame in the game.
Okay.
Not in
You got one,
college.
two.
Not in
One.
college?
No.
All right,
Okay.
so you can raise your hand.
No.
No.
Yeah.
That's not
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
So 4 out of 5 of the girls already had a one night stand. Let's do a question for you. Dang, I
What
don't really.
sport did he play?
No, no. Oh my god! I was gonna ask when. I don't really want to ask when because they could be like, "Oh, I was 16." Oh, dang! Don't tell us about that story. You know what? Okay. What sport did he play?
Football.
Okay, so one played football. And or if not a sport, what did he do? Like the guy that you gave a one night stand to, what was his accolades? Like what made him qualify for the one night stand? Let's start with you.
Happy juice, like
What?
What's happy
What does that even mean?
Michael Jackson?
Oh,
like
water.
water, like, and he's tall. Like I'm a tall girl, so if you're tall and you're
Okay.
like, some fine shit, like I'm like,
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
5'9".
Yeah.
And how tall was he?
Oof, like guys will be like, I'm 6 foot, and they're like 5'11", like we're like I'm 6'2", and they're like I'm 5'2". You're telling me to shut up because you know I'm right.
Yeah,
Like,
so
You're
what?
saying the same shit.
yeah, exactly.
Depends on what shoes I wear.
Okay, how tall was he?
Oh, like probably 6'4", like
So he's my height.
I guess so. Like
Okay, cool. All right, so that was one of his accolades. So it was some happy juice around, and he met the height requirement.
yeah,
and
and I
you
don't
was
like skinny boys. Like I like a little
you like the thick ones,
muscle, like
muscles. Okay, so he
pick me
had
up and throw.
He played football.
so he had muscles. He was 6'4".
I don't know, he could just be like Jim. Like I don't know. It was one night stand. Didn't get too much detail.
Got it. Okay, well let's make the conversation constructive. He was
Like,
six
if I got
because
details, I would have continued talking to him.
the chat want to know. So he was
Oh.
6'4". He was let's say he was muscular. What else did you say? It was happy juice involved.
Yeah.
What race was he?
Like spicy white, like I don't
Spicy
really
white.
know
What?
I know what you mean by that.
Like, are you Italian or are you like Hispanic?
Well, he was
like,
white.
yeah,
He
but
was
he was
white.
white. Yeah,
nigga
But,
white.
like,
Okay, cool.
but also like
Spicy white
happy
is
juice.
crazy.
Like,
Ice White
I'm
is
not-
crazy.
Got it.
Yeah.
So that was the first one night stand encounter. Was that your only one, or?
Moving on.
She said, well, yeah, I let Brad get some too.
Brad.
I'm just making up names. Ladies.
That
Okay,
sounds like
cool. So
spicy white.
let's go to your one night stand.
I have not had one at college.
So you haven't had one in college?
No, but I had one with a basketball player last year.
Okay, so one with the basketball player last year. And what was his, was he tall? Give me his,
Yeah, he was tall. It wasn't supposed to be one night stand. It's just because like he had to move back to like the Caribbean, and then I didn't get to see him again.
Oh, okay.
Like, it
I see
wasn't
what
on
you're saying.
purpose.
So
It
this
just
was a
kinda
guy that
happened.
you were talking to, but he had to
Yeah.
move away.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And the situation that you had, did like y'all hook up again, or just like homie done clap the cheeks on up and dismiss you, or how did that go?
I didn't say we like.
That's what a one night
what-
stand
That's
is.
what a one night stand is.
Abby, that's what that is.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just like slow, or maybe like I don't know.
So
Okay.
what the hell is one night stand?
Yeah, I know. What's one night stand?
Oh well, duh, yeah.
Yeah,
just like-
SCX.
Like
You just,
I don't.
You ain't counted because he had a condom on? Who knows these modern
Did
day
he?
women? Steve, what is this? Gen Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, these Gen Zs.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Okay, all right. Let's move it. You said that. Okay, cool. Let's move it on to you.
Oh, okay.
What was the guy accolade? You said he was an athlete.
Yeah, so he was
What sport?
tall. Oh, football.
Football.
Yeah, he was tall. He was probably like 6'5".
Okay.
He was like
Muscular,
A
skinny.
little bit like it was like skinny, muscular, like not fat, but like you know what I mean?
Okay, skinny, muscular. Okay.
Yeah. He was just like fine, but like it was only one night stand because his breast smelled. So I missed him.
Oh, is that
Wait,
the guy
his
you were
what?
talking about?
Rap
Yeah.
song.
His-
recently.
Yeah, no, his breath
Shaq.
smelled like.
We were talking about this in the
like, no,
This
'cause
is
it's like,
recent.
No, there's some things like you could take it. Bro, I was holding my breath. I was trying not to gag. Like it was
this like 2 days ago?
Oh, and ladies, when she's speaking, let
Sorry.
me speak to
Yeah,
her so
sorry.
we can understand exactly what she's saying. Okay, so
It smelled like poop. Like that ass.
got it. So you let homie clap cheeks, and you knew his breath stink prior to
No,
him clapping
okay.
cheeks, because I had to kiss, or it was no kissing.
No, we did it. Okay, so like I felt bad. Like just being like, oh, your breath smells, like leave. So I was like, it's okay. Like
You
he's
took
still
one for the
fine.
team? She
He's
was
still
like,
fine. And I'm just not gonna talk to him again because his breath.
Why did you just turn around?
I did. I didn't want to smell it.
Hey man, listen.
This is so fun.
This is
This is entertaining.
this is
Wow.
this is interesting. We now see what these Gen Zs are up to.
Oh my god.
In college. Okay, cool, fair enough. And let's go with okay, you already kind of explained them. You were the last one I said you had a one night stand. What was his accolades? Was he an athlete? What was he?
No, he wasn't an athlete. I don't know what he was. I don't really remember. I just
Drug
remember
dealer.
him like being Italian and having like an Italian accent.
Band
That's
camp?
about it.
Met him in band camp?
No.
No.
Mafia.
What made you sleep with him?
Tinder.
Yeah, what made you sleep with him?
I kind of didn't like. It kind of just happened. So I just like kind of let it happen and then never talked to him again.
Was that your first and only one night stand, or you picked up like two more?
I would say that was probably maybe the only one. Like I feel like I've talked to the people after.
Oh, afterwards. Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense. And okay, let's. This is a good one then. Instead of think about one night stand. So y'all did the one night stand where it was like okay, hit, and then y'all was done. Let's go with the guy that. Just show of hands though. Did you ever have sex with a man like the first day of you hanging out or you meeting him?
Yeah.
But y'all still had
Does this count as like
sexual encounters again.
the one night?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
If you had sexual encounters after you met the guy for the first time, not a one night stand.
But the question is like, okay, have you ever
yeah.
met a guy that same night you let him clap cheeks?
I don't
And you
think
hooked up with him again
no,
after.
I know. I'm trying
Okay.
to think. No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Kidding me?
No, because like I usually don't let him hit the first time.
but Kyle
The
did.
second time is
This is
different.
not Kyle.
What's his name? Tyrone.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Look at your friend.
gonna say
He was
his
black.
name.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Tyrone.
They all
Jamal.
are.
Yeah, of course.
Makes sense. All right.
Duh.
Cool.
Skinny fit, black.
It's on my description. Like,
Let me get to the super chats real quick. We got AZ sends in $5. Please elaborate on why that other podcast keeps posting you and not themselves. Like it seems they're trying to bring you down. AZ, it's a lot of podcasts right now posted to me. I'm
A
not
whole
sure.
bunch.
Yeah, I'm not sure which podcast is posted to me right now. It's so many of them. Yeah, man, it's like, and this is why I tell you guys and what you learn from me is that you don't want to show any weakness because the dogs will bite you when you're down, and you always want to come from a place of strength in all regards and all aspects. So when I had went on that tonight's conversation podcast, they edit the clip to make it seem like the girl had a gotcha moment, and the haters seem like, oh, Cooley is down. He has a weak moment. We can take advantage of this. So I've never hit anything from my life, and then they went on and did some hit pieces and stuff like that. So that's what y'all seeing. And yeah, man, it was a place of strength always. The truth of the clips and all of the clips, I'm always with the smoke, and I mean, we gonna expose a whole lot of the truth this Sunday's podcast. Y'all gonna get it all. So just wait. Trust me, y'all gonna get it all.
I'll pull up too.
Pull up to it, cause he was there when we did the tonight's podcast conversation, and Ease know my personal life too, so he'll tell you what's up. Yeah. We got Zung Zo Poppy sends in $10. Appreciate the support. Hey, why they ain't trying to let you cook on tonight's conversation podcast? Tell Ease.
Oh, that's Haitian. Sac fait.
That's it. But keep doing your thing, Cooley. Yeah, man. So once again, that was a podcast. I was paid thousands of dollars to do that podcast. So I went in there respectful. And, when the host was going around and I'm like, all right, well, let me elaborate on and explain what I'm saying. Let me expound on this point. He's like, well, I want to get this person's perspective. Oh, wait, let me look at this person's perspective. And then it's time too, and it's not live. So they edit stuff out. They edit the whole lot of stuff. So when they have a timer there and it's for 40 minutes, mind you, the podcast that they put out was for 38 minutes. So they took out at least a good 2 to almost 3 minutes out of the full podcast of me actually explaining a little bit more. So yeah, it's disingenuous. The podcast is like The View. If you ever seen The View with Whoopi Goldberg and all those mean, mad old women, that is just like that podcast. It's the equal equivalent of that for the males though. And Rico, you was on everyone.
I I directed the whole first 2 or 3 seasons.
Up to tonight's conversation?
Bro, not only did I direct it, I directed half of the first season and was on the panel for the other half. I directed the second half of the second, or a few of the second, and then was on the panel for the ones, whichever ones I wasn't on the panel of, I was directing.
Fair enough.
I mean, where do you think they got the idea from? Come on.
Fair enough. My man Rico in here. We got, and ladies, I'm going to keep some questions in mind. I'm going to get through these super chats real quick, and then we're going to hit y'all with some questions. We got Michael E. sends in $5. We don't care about the buzz noise. We want to know if you got a baby mama pregnant. Oh, man. Listen, we're going to expose the truth on all of that coming this Sunday. Because trust me, trust and believe, the narrative that's being spread is false. So I'm going to give you the facts and the truth about it all. And they saying that, oh, you're a hypocrite. Well, we got, clips and everything to show y'all that, Cooley was never a hypocrite. Always spoke the truth. And then, they make a lot of, logical fallacies too that they put out. It's people with low IQ that's just talking and making noise. We got AZ sends in $5. Much respect for Cooley, Ease, and Steve. Y'all getting a bunch of haters. That is a fact, man. That means we must be doing something right. We got a Detached K sends in $100. I'm not sure what kind of currency that is, but it's from somewhere. THB.
THB?
Yeah.
Is that, I'm going to guess, Thailand? No?
Mm-hmm. Could be something like that.
THB.
All right, we got Don't Even Sweat It, Cooley, with these haters. But the thing is, though, Fugazee live. Same time Tyson about to fight. That is true, man. We going live today. And we got 5 college girls, man. So we giving y'all some good content. Remember to let me know who wins since we live right now.
We need to know.
We need to know. Because we got to give our perspective on it live.
Did the fight start yet?
Nah, next one up.
All right.
Next one up. Okay, so Tyson's the next fight up. We got AZ sends in $5. Can you explain the value between men and women at the age of 18 and how the value changes as both sexes age? Okay, let's get into that. That could be a question. Let's start with you. Do you think you as an 18-year-old woman, or you're 19, you as a 19-year-old woman and a 19-year-old boy, do you think that you and that 19-year-old boy have the same sexual value?
Well, I've never been with a guy. I go for girls, so I can't really accurately answer that question because I truly don't know. Let
me tell you what sexual value is. You'll be able to answer it. So meaning that a 19-year-old girl or 18-year-old girl, her sexual value, meaning that other men being attracted to her, meaning that she has a lot of options, versus a 18-year-old or 19-year-old boy and his sexual options from the opposite sex, meaning what girls are into him, how many options he has, versus how many options does the girl have, what guys are into her. Do you think that is equal, or do you think that the girl would have more sexual value or the guy would have more sexual value at that age?
I think it just depends on if you look good. I think it just depends on if you're attractive.
Okay, so what if the chick is, fat? She's 5'5", but she's 250 pounds, and he's an average guy. You think that she'll have more options than him or less options than him?
Probably less options.
You think less? Okay.
I bet there's people that are into that.
Fair enough.
I won't down.
Let's go with you.
I guess I don't really understand the question too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either.
They're 18 years old, so let's try to break it down to them. All right?
Okay.
So I'll say it. You're 18, right? And you know that when you view your life and your dating life and your friends' dating life, and you see the amount of guys that give you attention and that want you and also want your friends, versus guys that's your age and the amount of girls that want them, who do you think has more? Like, do you think that girls have more sexual options or guys have more sexual options than girls at 18?
Like, do you think you're more desirable than like
Girls have more, I feel like.
Girls have more. So girls are more desirable. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, like I agree. Like, cause guys will basically just get with anyone. Like most guys, they'll get with like anyone that can walk.
A pulse.
Not even walk. Someone that can breathe. Yeah. But like girls,
So
like I know me
warm
personally, I'm very
crevice.
picky. So it's like I see like this guy, and one of them's like fine. Obviously, I'm not gonna go with the other two.
Well, time out. You wasn't picky enough for that dude that had stinky breath. You must not be that picky.
Okay, no. Like the guys that I'm like actually like talking to and shit. Like if I want to talk to a guy, like
personally.
You let homie skip all the red flags. Yo, he must have been a hero or something.
he was
with a cape on, like
Okay,
hero.
that was Superman.
he was fine.
Okay, he was just fine. All right.
He was tall.
Okay, so you saying that women your age have more sexual options than men?
Yeah.
Got it.
I agree with her. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. And what about you?
Like, I agree with that, but I also, like, I feel like can be the same. Like, it depends, like what she said, like, what you look like or whatever. Like, when I go to Florida and I go to, like, the country club in Florida and whatever, like, the old women, like, love the valet boys because, like, they hire attractive, like, boys to, like, work and do the valet and whatever. And, like, I've noticed that they get better tips than, like, a lesser attractive, like, person, or even, like, the women. Like, women will get, like, less tips than, like, men when it comes to that, or even, like, it's like all what you're doing, like job wise, I feel like as well.
Okay, but we're talking about like, mating options.
Yeah, but it like depends on what you look like.
Okay, so your answer is kind of
To
like
get
what
to that
hers does.
point.
Yeah, because like there's lust versus love. Like you could see an attractive person on the street and you want to pursue them, but then they're like, oh, you have a horrible personality. Like you're like, ew.
Yeah, but it isn't about that. It's about the amount of options. Like for you two, that was kind of like, well, it kind of depends. The question is, doesn't matter what the situation is or the circumstances.
Women, for sure.
Women
Like, I
have
feel
more
like,
sexual options.
Because like just media like makes like forces like the makeup thing. So like a lot of girls like look older when they're younger.
Got it.
So like the kind of desire dies out when like they're supposed to be desirable, like in their mid-20s or whatever. Like.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. So yeah, ladies, that is the ones that said women have higher sexual value than men at your age. That is 100% correct. Just in general, overall, women have higher sexual value than men. Because men, our standards are lower. So that means that it takes less for a woman to qualify for us. We don't care about her finances. We don't care about what she's, and I'm speaking about sexual options, not even relationship options, like who would the guy actually have sex with. We don't care about what she does for a living. We don't care about how good she can create a vibe and make us feel. We don't really care about all that when it comes to the sexual option for a woman to qualify for us. On a flip side, you ladies have very high standards. So that means that in order for a guy to clap cheeks, he has to check off some boxes besides the dude with the stinky breath.
Yeah, but Cooley, do you think they have high standards? I think that they have high fears. They don't have high standards. So some women want to have sex just as much as a man, but they're too scared to. So they have fake standards. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll make exceptions, but he has to have something else, like an accolade or an attribute or something that could make them justify their wrongdoings.
For sure. I 100% agree. I think that, and thank you for that. Because women, they have, they want to mitigate risk. So sex for a woman is more risky than for a man, because if something happens, you could possibly get pregnant and get pregnant by the wrong dude. And also you're being submissive to a man and he's dominating you. So it's a scary situation. So 100% agree when it comes to that. So it is definitely from a fair standpoint and standards in there too. But it's definitely, if you peel the layer back, scared.
Yeah.
Scared is in there for sure.
Y'all want to fuck, y'all just too scared to.
Sometimes it depends.
Not me. Maybe, but
also,
not
if
me.
you are fucking everyone, you're gonna be called a whore.
That's what you're scared of. So
like
my
guys get,
thing
like,
is, do you really have standards, or are you just worried about judgment?
No, I got standards.
I said, if you're judging me, look in the mirror. Like, pick out your flaws before you pick out mine. Like,
But I'm saying, you don't want to be called a whore. That's the only thing that I'm hearing is stopping you from fucking as much as you would like. It's not the fact that you don't want to fuck. It's just that you don't want to be labeled.
I get it. Yeah, no, I understand what you're
Let's
saying.
cut the F word.
I'm sorry.
Smash.
So do
Smash. Can you bleep it
Did I
out?
say that wrong?
Yeah, so do you guys
Yeah,
agree
you
with
did.
them? Like,
I did.
so would you guys have sex more if you weren't gonna be labeled a whore?
I don't know.
Yes.
So like let's say if we can take away the negative stigmatism of women sleeping around. You're all 304s. So let's say that magically disappears and you can sleep around as much as you can, but you will never be called a 304, which is a HOE. Would you think that you would sleep around more or no?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
STDs.
not even
Yeah.
that. It's
Fair.
like,
So
It's all fear. STDs, HOEs. It's nothing like, I don't want to. I value myself too much. It's all a consequential thing. It's nothing that is actually, hey, listen, I have different types of morals that I possess. No, it's just that I don't want to be labeled and I don't want to take a health risk. That's the craziest thing.
okay, yeah, proven his point on fair.
I don't agree with that. Just because I don't have sex for like the lust. Like I have to know someone. I have to trust them, not out of fear, but out of like, I don't enjoy sex if I don't enjoy being around that person.
Emotional connection.
Yes, I
Yeah.
need an emotional connection
Yeah.
to get to the point of enjoying it.
Enjoying it. I was going to actually take it a step further too. I think that when it comes to, and I like what you said on fair, and we got standards in there as well. I'm going to put on emotions. Women's standards are their emotions. That's what I would say, because that's what you're actually. That's one of the reasons why women tend to be, less. Picky when it comes to things because you're emotional. So it's like, well, the guy that you're talking to and you're encountering with, he has to meet an emotional standard, meaning that he has to manipulate your emotion to put you in a certain situation, a feeling, so you can feel like, oh my gosh, the vibe is real good. He deserves the cookie. But if at any time your emotions isn't really clicking, you can meet the guy and he can be totally fine, your type. He could be everything, but it's just like, it's a bad day for you. It's like, yeah, well, I don't really want to give my number. It's just not the right time. Like, think about that. Like, think about how many times that you've seen a guy that was your type, but you just wasn't emotionally there. Maybe it was your period. Maybe you got a bad grade at college or in class, or something went wrong with your family that put you in an emotional state where if a man that was your type and approached you, he just wouldn't qualify because your emotions wasn't there. You didn't have the ability to regulate your emotion, to stabilize your emotions.
You just described her to a T.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well. Yeah,
not
we do
like
this.
not like that. Just with like the sorry, not like that.
Because they got bad grades.
So ladies, does that
Sorry, I
make
didn't mean it
sense?
like that.
Would y'all say yes to that? You are slaves to your emotions?
I don't like the word slave.
No.
Like I don't like no. I know what you're saying, but I don't know.
I would say no, just because I'm very in tune with my emotions.
Wait, you just said yes, that in order for you to have sex with a guy, he has, or to someone, in order for you to have sex, you are not worried about the physical aspect. They have to meet an emotional aspect for you.
An emotional aspect, like they have to align with like what I want in the long term, like emotional long term.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
So.
All right.
Like, she wants someone with the same emotional values as she.
Yes.
What do you mean by emotional values?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Like, she knows who she is, but like
Yes.
she wants somebody else who knows who they are as well.
Yes.
What?
Okay. She's 19. How do you even know who you are?
You can't be like like who you are. You never know who you are. You are like you're ever changing. Like people come and go, and like that you can it can ruin you.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
We'll
but
revisit
you
when
have
you're
to
30.
you have to build
Yeah,
yourself back up. But
when
like
you
you
30,
can change
you
as a
gotta know.
person.
for sure.
So-
Everyone is evolving to some degree if
and you
they
can't
are a smart
compare
person.
like what people go through to other people's things, because that's what you go through. It can be just as bad as what somebody else is going, like 10 times worse in other people's eyes. But what you go through is what you go
Yeah,
through.
but that's not what we're speaking about on that part. Go ahead.
I have a
Rico.
question
Yeah.
for the ladies. especially the ones that's in tune with their emotions and wants alignment. It's beautiful. Have you ever been tricked? When I say tricked, I mean
Like love
a
bomb.
person thought. I mean, a person made you think that they actually
manipulated?
loved you or liked you or aligned with your emotions.
Love bombed.
Oh yeah, love
Yeah, but they
bombing.
don't. I mean, love bomb, but or just manipulation, whichever one you want to call
Yeah.
it.
They call
Yeah.
love bomb. They'll understand that. They
Yeah.
Gen
So,
Z.
have you ever been love bombed?
Yes.
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 So it's fair to say that the women here on this panel don't even have emotional discernment, where you can't even filter out what's a real emotion and what's a fake emotion.
Oh no, I can, because then I'm
Let him
just
finish
like,
his
you need to
point.
walk away.
Let him finish his point.
So what happens is, if a person is able to manipulate your emotions, then they can do whatever they want to do with you and experience you for however long they want to put up this act. And then next thing you know, we get to this point where we're having a conversation and you keep on saying you want the same thing, but you don't even know how to filter what's real and what's fake.
Make sense, ladies?
No.
She
Like-
said no.
Like you're,
She's emotional right now. Wait, what? That was.
like let's be
a lot of
real.
words.
All right, let's be real. I'll simplify it.
Oh my god.
Have you guys been tricked? Have you ladies been
Exactly,
tricked
yeah.
more than love bombed
Love bombed.
more than once?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
So
young.
so that no, not young.
Wait, do you mean love bombed into having sex or just love bomb in general?
Like, yeah, meaning that the dude was like, some guys will love bomb you and be thirsty, but they don't qualify. You don't give them a chance. We talking about the love bomb where it actually worked. Like he was
Into
doing the
sex.
most, and
Okay.
then you fell into it, and you
Yeah.
gave him
Yeah.
attention back, and then you figured out that he was just putting up a facade.
Yeah.
Or she.
I think at the end of the day, the truth comes out, and the minute you get a red flag that, oh, this person is love bombing me, oh, my body is rejecting this person, oh, somehow I love this person, or I think I love this person, but I feel anxious around them, or there's moments when they don't make me feel good. I think it's important that in those moments you recognize how you're feeling and you leave.
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Poetic.
In regards to the stuff that he said, though, when he's talking about love bomb, and then who said they didn't get it over here? It was you. Who else?
I don't
You
think
was Robert.
Didn't understand it.
Didn't
yeah,
understand
no, I
what he
did.
was saying.
Jesus.
do you understand what they're saying now?
Oh
my God.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Sorry, I zoned
I'll
out.
just say what he's saying is this, and here's some little tips. He said that you don't have discernment, right? Because you lack the ability to regulate or stabilize your emotions. So therefore, a man that love bombs you and tells you the things that you want to hear can manipulate you because you are slaves to your emotions. You prioritize emotions. So if this man can put you in an emotional state, then he can control you and puppeteer you. Make sense? Because you only prioritize emotions and how you feel rather than what's real,
I get it,
right?
yeah.
Meaning that if you weren't emotional and you had some discernment, you can see like, oh, he's giving used car salesman vibes. He's just trying to sell me a dream.
He's full of crap.
He's full of crap. He's full of crap. He's trying to sell me a dream. He's telling me I'm beautiful and he wants to be with me and he likes me and stuff like this. Maybe he tells every girl this. Instead of falling in love with your ears, right? You have to actually go by the man's actions.
Yeah.
So don't fall in love by what he says.
No, yeah, I know.
Actually listen to his actions.
You
Make
don't
sense?
know. Stop saying
She
that.
said, yeah, she knows. But it's making sense, you mean. Like now you know
Yeah.
it's making, okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
Jesus Christ.
A man who love bombs isn't a man. That's a boy, and they're just insecure. If
Well,
they're
like,
if they're going around to like other women and they're saying this stuff to multiple women, like you're not secure in yourself enough to find your person who like you don't
Well,
have to
not
do that with to keep.
Well, not necessarily. If,
Or that you
when a
just-
guy is love bombing, he's just trying to get one thing. You know, he
But, like-
knows he's just trying to
I
get you to
agree.
like him so he can get whatever it is that he wants out of you. So it has nothing to do with just immaturity. It's just that, you know, men will manipulate you to get what we want. Same way, and vice versa. Women will manipulate a guy just to get what they want out of him.
A free date.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll flirt with him.
Free meal.
Say, they'll laugh extra hard at his jokes, compliment him just so they could get that date or that so he could pay for their bag or
like what you did, oh, breath stink, but he's the top G. I want to get some of this
I felt bad.
college
I felt
wang.
bad.
Oh my god.
You out here giving sympathy box?
Bragonites.
But
You
what
are
was I saying?
sympathy
Yeah.
box is funny.
But you saying like it's about the actions, not the emotions. I mean, not what they're saying, but like sometimes they do be going all out. Like they be taking you on dates and shit, and then boom, like they're dickheads.
So, oh, go
So it's
ahead.
not
I'll let
just
you
what
go.
they're saying;
Yeah.
they're doing it too.
Why did you feel bad? Like what made you feel like you owed him some?
No, it's a
Oh,
good
you back to the
Yes, the
She said
sympathy
that's
box.
a good question.
Yeah, I don't
That's a
know.
good question.
I was
He was like, well, my clothes are already off. It's
no, but
might
like
as well just
they
finish.
weren't. I was like, okay, you drove all the way out here. I'm trying
That's
to.
sympathy. That's
why.
Yeah, I was
Keep
like, I'm
going.
just gonna kick you out. Like I felt bad. I was like, I didn't enjoy it. Like I just was like, I don't know what
You
to
could have
do.
done other stuff to him.
Yeah, I did. But like I.
Or
tell him to
guess
brush his
what?
teeth.
Or guess what? What's your name
I was
again?
gonna give him some mouthwash.
Robin. Or you could have been a lady and carried yourself with some more class and had some
I learned my
chass.
lesson.
Then
I was
know.
gonna give him a mint or something.
Okay,
but
let
I
me
felt
finish my
bad.
point. I'm saying you
go
could have done other things. What I'm saying is you could have been more of a lady and not been promiscuous. And even though he was this guy that you wanted, this character of a man that was like, oh my gosh, he's the one. He's so handsome, or however you view that man. You could have not thought sexually. You could have thought logically and thought, would my parents feel okay if they knew that I was getting my back blown out by a man that I'm never going to have a true long-term relationship with?
The bad
They don't
breath.
need to know anything. They not.
The way you explained that
I know
was
that
funny.
they don't.
Yeah,
I know that
no,
they don't. But I'm saying like that thought is like you got the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder. So it's like the devil telling you like, yeah, girl, go get that dick. But then you got the angel is like, what your ancestors? What would your ancestors think about this? And
They'd
grandma,
probably be disappointed.
grandma's apple pie. Wait, what's her?
She's Jewish, so it's Bubby.
Oh, Bubby. What would Bubby feel about this?
Bubby would be. Actually, no. Bubby would be proud.
What? Bubby was a whore?
Yeah.
Bubby be trying to set me up. Like, I can't talk about it.
Damn, be on point.
My grandma.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Bubby.
Jewish.
She Jewish.
Wait, stop. Does that mean Jewish grandmas be bubby?
I
They
think
can
so,
be,
yeah.
yeah.
They can be, but
Like, you know how
No,
Italian
like, they're
grandmas are
called
named
a
like
bu- it's like-
Nona or like whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's just another name for
I'm Jewish, but I don't call my grandmas
Southern
that. It's
grandmas
just
like
like
me,
It's
pets.
Mom.
like Bubby
Like-
and Zeta.
But what I'm saying, no. I was actually asking about what you were describing. Never mind.
Bubby.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Like, Bubby's down with it. Like, she wants
That's
to
what I'm trying to figure out. So
Bubby
Bubby
be a hoe.
Bubby be outside.
Can I tell a story? Wait, like real quick. Like, it's not. So basically, my dad.
Those are the ones at the country club.
Bubby's at the country club.
The
You know,
story's funny.
So, this sounds bad, but like my dad walked on me, told my grandma, and my grandma was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you."
Wait, slow down a little bit.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
Yeah,
know
slow
anyway.
down.
Okay.
Tell it slow. Your dad walked in on you getting your cheeks clapped.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he
It
didn't
was my
kill
first
the
time.
dude.
He had a fire call, so
Wait,
he had to
what?
go. Like my
He's a
dad's a firefighter.
But he can
What does that have to
still
do?
beat the
fire was
beat
in
the boy
you.
up.
Yeah,
but he
fire
no,
was
he
in
got
you.
a
Basically,
The fire was
Basically-
in
Fact.
Robin.
he came down because he was saying bye because he had to go, and then he saw what he saw, and then he was like, "Get the fuck out of my house before I grab my gun." I was like, "Oh." And then like my dad left to go take fire call. He came back like 20 minutes later. Obviously, I got the guy out. And then he was like, "Is he going?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Cause I didn't want to get my gun." I was like, "You don't even know where the gun is."
So, but that's
He
the
lost the key. He lost the key
he
for the
lost
fucking
the
gun.
key to the
Yeah,
gun.
cursing.
What-
Oh,
no
I'm
cussing.
so sorry.
Yeah, you fine.
And
Go
your
ahead.
grandmother said, "Good job."
Yeah, bro. So basically,
Was it his mom or your
his
your
mom. So we had brunch the next day.
Yeah.
And he just like announced it. I was like, "Fuck you." Oh, I'm so sorry.
Say F. You can say F you.
I said, "F you, I'm leaving." I walked out, right? Because I drove separately. And then my grandma like pulled me aside. She was like, "What was his name?" I was like, "Oh, like, I'm not gonna say his name." And then she was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." I was like,
Another black guy.
"No, he was actually. This is my first time, so he was white."
Oh, fair
That's
enough.
why they were proud.
Yeah, no, because
Your buddy probably had a thing for
He
him.
would have found.
That's wild that
That is very wild.
Yeah, I
that
don't
your
know why I said
bubby was
Bubby.
a 304 and she's like, okay, let's just cool and I'll have my granddaughter
she
promote
was
her to be a
She was
304.
a great grandma.
But it actually it makes a lot of sense because and no shade, but if the your father's mother could be okay with him walking in on you.
He's not okay with it.
He is because he didn't react properly.
He didn't react. Yeah.
Then that just means that I can already tell what type of man he might be.
No, I have a good dad. He's chill.
No, he's a good dad, but that don't mean he's a stern one.
Well, no,
No, he's
I'm
not.
trying to think.
No, he's not. He let the guy walk out scotch-free after he
Yeah.
watched him pounding his
Yeah.
18, 17
If
year
it was
old.
any of us,
See
he would
exactly
die.
what was
He
happening.
didn't, like, he covered up. Because
Yeah,
I heard the door
but-
open, right? And I was like, oh, uh-oh.
I have a daughter. I mean,
So does
So what would you
Cooley
do?
has
What
a
would you
daughter.
do if you walked on your daughter
I
again?
can answer that for them, and I don't have any kids. They would be dead.
Yeah, let's.
Both
I
of
would,
you.
I would help them
Actually,
kill the kid.
both of you. Like, see, here's my thing. I have a daughter. She's only 3. She's not 18. But as she grows, there's gonna be a respect level that I will always demand. No matter, she's gonna be an adult. She's gonna live her life. She's gonna have her experiences. Hopefully, it's the right one. But with all that being said, you will always respect me, not just as a father, but as a man. So you're never gonna have sex in this house, especially as a minor, especially when you know I'm home or you think that I'm not supposed to be home.
I thought he was asleep.
But that's even worse. Yeah, I'd have whooped everybody's ass.
Yeah, it's also
I would have helped.
it's also like I have a 12-year-old daughter. So for me, I agree with that, exactly what he's saying. The name Cooley holds weight. My daughter has the name Cooley. So it's disrespectful for her to do anything out of my order that I create in the house and my guidelines and my rules that I have. Anything that she does outside of there is disrespectful. It's hurting the family name. And what I think a lot of people, generally speaking, you know, women that are promiscuous at any age, I think that they don't really respect their family's name. Because for a father to walk in on a daughter and to view her getting her cheeks clapped and just like, it's like, come on, man, you don't really, he doesn't respect his own last name like that. Therefore, he's not really going to, he doesn't care about you disrespecting his last name, if that makes sense.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
She was like, man, that experience was cool. Whatever.
My grandma said it's okay.
Grandma said it's okay, bro. I don't
knocked my mother out. Yo, no, cut that. Yo, my mom told my daughter it was okay. Yo, there would be a
It's over.
World War
She
VII.
like,
There'd be World War
yeah,
VII.
great sob story. Bro, my grandmother said it's cool. I'm in these.
I was
Let's do it again.
No.
What?
Okay.
No.
Jesus Christ. How old were you? Be honest. Don't
How
say
old were you?
14.
No, she
I think
wasn't.
I was like 16.
Ah,
Cat,
All right,
15.
No, I think she's
I
16.
think I was 16.
All right, well, let's
How
not
do you
speak
think?
about
You
those
don't-
young ages. We could, on YouTube.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he asked. Yeah,
I
get with
know.
him, not
I
me.
wanted to cut it short. AZ sends in $5. Ladies, if you could create the perfect man who fits everything you desire, would you still want him if he was shorter
Nope.
and made less money than you?
No.
Yes.
I don't care about the money, but the
No, no.
shortness.
So, ladies, how y'all saying yes or
I'm
no?
tall.
Let me just pay attention, ladies, and I'm gonna go around the couches. So, if you can create the perfect man exactly how you want him to be, but the only thing that you couldn't, create or make any changes with was these things: he was shorter than you, and he made less money than you. But everything else you can create and pick and make him as perfect as possible. But he's gonna be shorter and he's gonna make less money. Would you want that man? So let's start with you.
If it was a woman, yes.
Okay, if it was a woman, yes. What about you?
No, because I'm 4'11", so that's really short.
Okay, so no.
What if he's 4'10"?
What,
No, that's
is it just the height or was it the money?
no. Like if he makes less than me, but like he can still like do little things for me, like
Of course he's little.
then
Yeah, you can get a stepping stool and
then I mean no. I mean like I don't care about the money part, but the height part, yeah.
you
really.
18. That's why you don't care about the money part now. Okay, what about you?
Well, I'm gonna be making a lot of money anyway, so it's like I don't care about his money. But like the height, no. Like, cause like I'm not trying to be looking down at my man.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I'm 5'5", so if you're shorter than me, you're a little boy, so I can't.
Okay, what about you?
I mean, I don't think height really matters. I'm 5'9". You didn't really specify how short, so you could be an inch shorter than me. Like, I've dated men who are an inch shorter than me. Like, I mean,
Okay. Now it's the money part. He's gonna It's inevitable. He's
If he
gonna
can support
make less money.
himself,
I agree.
Like, if you're making less money, but you cannot support yourself, I'm obviously not making enough money for myself. So, like, there's that goal there that I
But
plan on
then
making.
think
money
about
for
long
myself.
term, not just short term. Think about, like, this is a guy that you going to potentially have kids and build a family with, but he's always gonna. It's inevitable. He's always gonna make less money with you, less money than you. Will you accept that?
Yeah. As long as you're, like, if you're doing what you love and you're making good enough money, like, that's all that matters.
Okay, so
Like,
you'll accept him if he's shorter than you, and you would accept him if he makes less money than
well,
you.
yeah, because he didn't specify how short. So, like,
So 5'8".
yeah.
Now, what if we add on something to her? What if his breath stink? Halitosis is always going to stink.
hate Bad breath. Bad breath is like, it's disgusting.
So would bad breath be a disqualifier?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he can be shorter
Like,
than
you can
you.
fix that real quick. Like, just go brush your teeth. Or go to the
Get
dentist.
the gum.
Okay.
Go to the dentist. If,
All
like,
right.
if it's not going away because of, like without a toothbrush and, like, that kind of
He
thing.
got
like,
halitosis. I don't
you
think
just
it's a
need
cure
to-
for that.
You just need to go to the dentist and, like, why do you have such bad breath? Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's a cure for that one right there. But okay, fair enough. All right. Good question, AZ. Good question. Anyone, y'all got anything? Y'all want to expound on any points by the ladies giving their answer?
It just goes to show that they're 18 and 19.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
How many of y'all live on your own? How many of y'all live on your own?
I do right now because I'm in college. I have my own room.
No. Okay.
Okay.
How many of
Like,
how many of you
Who has
have
a
rent?
mortgage?
How many of you have rent?
At home I do. I pay rent, my car insurance. I bought 2 cars.
But you still
My
live with your
phone.
parents,
But
though.
I do. Yeah, but I'll pay rent in my own house.
What's
which
your
is
rent?
stupid. It's only $200 a month, but, like, my sister.
And that was your punishment.
Is 21. She lives
That's
in
my phone bill.
That's
I pay
my phone bill right
too.
now.
My phone bill is more than your rent.
We got
Okay,
3
My phone bill more
phones.
than
You
your
have
rent.
3
I have 3
I have
phones.
7 phones.
7. See,
You have 7
7.
phones?
But what I'm trying to say is,
7, Jesus.
all right, and this is nothing to brag. I tell you, my rent is 17 to 18 times yours. Don't even do the math. I know you're not good at numbers, Miss Accountant.
I am gonna.
But what I'm going to say is, you have not experienced
Yeah, I know, but, like,
what it's
so
like to
hard.
have bills for real.
Because I don't have a job. Like, I mean, I do. But, like, I don't have. It's not
You're
like I'm
looking
making.
hooters.
It's not like I'm making millions of dollars.
My point is
And I
that
like-
right now you would choose the height, and this is my opinion. Right now you would choose the height over the money because most of you are living for free. Until you get to a point where you're actually living, where it's costing you $4,000 to $7,000 to survive, then that's when height might start to dwindle, and money is gonna start to excel on your priority list. That's just my point.
Make sense?
No.
Yeah, they too young to really know this anyway. They're like, living in La La Land right now. I want the tall guy. I
We're all
want the
in it.
athlete.
Because look, when you guys have your own place and your rent is $1,700 a month, you know what I mean, and you got a tall guy, but he can't afford to pay that $1,700 a month, you're not gonna give a fuck about the height anymore.
Yeah, that height don't mean you're gonna be mean mugging them, looking up like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Because you gotta
be in
live.
the
You're not dependent on
Yeah.
parents anymore. You know what I mean? It's just all on you. So
The
height,
struggle gets
as you
real.
get older, height's not gonna be as important as it is to you now.
You're gonna be like, oh, he's kind of bald. He's a little old.
height is still gonna be important to them because even we have older chicks on the podcast. I think height is always a
Yeah,
thing
that's
for these
true.
chicks.
Yeah, that's true.
Height is an amplifier, status is an amplifier, but money is the baseline of what they're really looking for. All right, cool. So we got Young Zo Poppy sends in $5. He says, ladies, would you rather give 30 chances to one guy or 30 guys one chance? Good question.
Great question.
Let's start with you.
I'd rather give 30 guys one chance because I already gave guys 30 chances before. I've already had that experience of doing that.
What was her answer? I'm sorry.
She said she already gave one guy 30 chances, so she'd rather give 30 guys one chance.
Okay, 30 guys, one chance.
Correct.
Dang.
Were they guys or were they like 16, 17, 18? Were they boys?
Who
No,
knows?
he was 18, he was 19, 20.
Okay.
Boys.
What about you?
Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather give 30 chances to one guy or 30 guys one chance?
Oh, 30 guys, 1 chance.
What about you?
I agree. I'm not going to look vulnerable again. I've done that before. Giving 30 chances to one guy, you just look stupid.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like,
We've all
Which one
done
though?
it.
Let me know.
Oh, giving like one guy 30 chances. Like, it's embarrassing because it's also kind of embarrassing for you because how are you fumbling the bag that many times? Like, after I give you so many chances and excusing your behavior.
Okay. And what about you?
30 girls, one chance.
30 girls, one chance. Okay. So this just shows you that you ain't loyal. You're not loyal. So let me explain.
You didn't say if we were in a relationship with them.
Let me explain what the question is, because you can look at it from relationship wise, or you can look at it from the courting process. Let's do show of hands. Who is looking at it from the courting process?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
One, two, courting, meaning that guys that's approaching you to want to get to know you.
Like going
taking you out, dates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff, you know.
So that was that. So y'all all looked at it from the courting process. Y'all didn't look at it from the relationship process.
No.
Yeah, because I've given guys who I'm just talking to like 30 chances. Like, I'm not even dating him. Like, it's not. Like,
Got you. So you wasn't look. You sure you was? No one was looking at it from the relationship standpoint.
No.
Fair enough. We can agree that you're pretty young, but
believe what you want to believe.
this still displays something as well, right? This displays that you're hypergamous and you're hard to satisfy, meaning that you'll give 30 men 30 chances. I think that's right.
Man, one chance.
You'll give 30 different men one chance, right? So, okay, that means that you're looking, it's a few things. That means that you lack discernment, meaning that, you don't have the ability to make good judgment because you're giving all of these different guys one chance. It also means that you have an inability to really, I mean, it's so many different ways we could look at it, but you have an inability to, it's discern, and you have the inability to really dismiss the red flags and qualify the green flags, which then that does fall into discernment as well. But what would you say, Rico? What else in this 30 guys, one chance? What would you say that the psychology behind it is?
My opinion is that you all would give one guy 30 chances, but reverting back to what I said earlier, it seems like you all here specifically have an issue with how you're being viewed and judged. We went back from the HOEs. Now we have the it's embarrassing. So now if I said, okay, the whole world says this guy that's making 30 mistakes says 30 mistakes is okay, that's the norm, you would be okay with it because it's no longer embarrassing. I really think that women care too much about how they look versus who they are. Like, if you are that person that's forgiving, I'm not saying that it's the right person for you, but what I'm saying is be that same forgiving person, but really for the right situation, rather than trying to do something that you're not, because it comes off as if you're trying to protect something because you know how weak you truly are. That's just my opinion.
So,
or you respect yourself.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So based off what he said, right? So let's say you guys find this guy that you're interested in, you want to date him, but all your girlfriends are telling you don't date him because he's X, Y, and Z. Are you going to listen to your girls, or are you going to still date him anyway because you like him and you feel like he's, great to you?
I've done that.
You've been there, done that.
Yeah.
But like,
so what are you doing? So like, are you going to listen to your girls and not date him because your girls said not to date him, or are you going to listen? Or are you going to date him and say F what your girls say?
you should listen to your girls because
Don't look at
they
me.
see it like from their point. Like, you see it, you're like in love with this guy. Like, what's it called?
You got the rose-colored glasses.
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that.
Wait, what?
Rose-colored glasses. Like,
you are like in love
you
with
can't
this
see
guy,
the red
like,
flags if you got red
exactly.
glasses
So
on.
I'm over
Okay,
here
fair
being
enough.
like, yo, this guy just like,
She told me I was gonna get cheated on. I didn't listen. I got cheated on.
yeah,
How
exactly.
many times?
Just once.
And
But
then
she
that
didn't
was
let
it?
him back.
Yeah.
Which
I didn't let him back.
I told him not
You gotta
to.
learn your
Why?
lessons. Like, we're young.
So wait, did you want to let him back?
No. He put his and his ex girlfriend's Like
Yeah, so but like,
One and done.
I warned her. I said, yo,
smushed
I
his
got that
ex.
feeling. Like, I feel like I could see from like all the way back here. I was over back here. I could see it, but she didn't see it because she was right there.
How much of a role do you feel her opinion weighed on your decision? If you give me a percentage from
She doesn't listen to me.
from 0 to 100.
They've been best friends since they were 3. They don't listen to each other.
No, we're like sisters.
No,
so
no. Okay, after he proved her right, and she was like, you should give him another chance.
No. I don't go back to a man if he cheated on me. That's like a moral I have for myself.
Because why?
If you could put your, maybe kissing, well, I don't know, that's different, but if you can put your in another I can't do that. I can't do that.
So what was the 30 things you said? Yes, right? That you've
Yeah.
They all said.
Yeah, right. So what was the 30 things that had happened with that one person?
It didn't last very long, but he cheated on me. Oh, he never paid for anything. He was a little stinky. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Y'all are really best friends.
it's not his
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
He,
Y'all
his
take the
arm.
stinky
I don't
guys.
think he put deodorant on. He needs deodorant,
I got a
but
fetish for stinky guys.
no, he just
Y'all
sweat a
Gen
lot.
Zs is wild.
He just sweat a lot, and I felt bad. Like I feel
rope me
bad,
into that.
but I would.
So
I would
both of
make
you
him-
give away sympathy box.
No.
I'm gonna admit it. Like I feel bad for this guy. Like
So here's a little.
I was
put
young.
on-
this was like last year.
Hey,
That's what
listen,
This was last year.
listen. So,
This is so funny.
and since y'all went around, I'll give my perspective on it too. What I think is, if you're gonna choose 30 men one time, you're trying to date like a man. That's how men date. Men go around and we're, shooting a whole lot of darts, shooting our shot with a whole lot of women to see, which one lands, which one we make. So dating like a man for a woman, if you adopt that behavior, it never works. I'll give you an ice cream shop analogy, right? Ice cream shop analogy. If you go into an ice cream shop and there's 2 flavors to choose from, chocolate and vanilla, you're going to go in that ice cream shop, you're going to be able to make a decisive decision because, only 2 choices. I'll take chocolate. That's what I'll have. I like chocolate. Why not? But you go into that ice cream shop and it's chocolate and vanilla, it's cookie dough, it's Rocky Road, it's butter pecan, it's all the rainbow flavors. You're going to be stuck in there like, oh, dang, which one do I want? It's going to take you about 10, 15 minutes to make a choice. But when you only had 2 choices, you were in there and made your choice instantly, in and out. So what I'm telling you is if you date like a man and you're giving 30 men a chance, it makes it harder for you to make a discerned decision.
Can I say something?
Real quick, right? It makes it harder for you to make a discerned decision. And the reason being is because you have so many options, so you become, what's that option word? It's almost like not a slave, I would say, you become almost like a slave. You become a victim to your options. That's what I would say.
Okay, but like if you're in an ice cream shop, no, because most people. If you ask,
She done took it literal.
She did. She did.
She like, oh,
because you
man.
know what the best flavor is. Like, if you ask someone, what's your favorite cookie dough? I mean,
Yours is cookie dough.
yeah. But like a lot
Okay.
of people go back to the same one every time. So it's like you're gonna keep eating that ice cream.
But what happens is when it
But ice cream's a
comes
certain guy.
when it comes to women and you go in there and you taste all of these flavors, right? What happens is that from a biological perspective, you are not built like a man. You have oxytocin, a lot more oxytocin than men have. And oxytocin is a pair bonding mechanism that allows the woman to pair bond with her mate and the people that she mates with. It's scientifically proven that shows that when a woman reaches a body count between 5 or 6, the probability for her to maintain a long-term relationship drops down to 20% because she ate too much ice cream. She experienced with too many men. You get it? So what happens is you had Brad. Brad had a 5-incher. Then after that, you had Kyle. It's just an analogy, ladies. Please listen. You had Brad. Brad had a 5-incher. He wasn't that funny. It was like whatever. Kyle then had a 7-incher, and he was super, super charming, but he was like 5'8". But then you got with Tyrone, and Tyrone was 6'2". Tyrone was packing that 9. Tyrone had all the jokes, right? So now you got the big dog. You got to taste the Tyrone, right? That's that whatever your favorite ice cream is. You got to taste the Tyrone. Any guy after Tyrone, you are comparing and contrasting, trying to measure up. So that means that you become a victim to all of your choices and choosing things. Rollo Tomasi has a word for this. It says that a woman is alpha widowed, meaning that you get with the alpha, you get with the big dog, and then a lot of other men can't measure up. So then you're always unsatisfied. You let, Mike hit it and you were in a relationship with him, but in the back of your mind, Tyrone, he hit it and quit it. He just left you, but he's still on your mind. He got that 9-incher. He's that guy. He's funny. He got the swag. But now you're in a relationship with Mike. And Mike, he's just an average old Joe, right? But you're thinking about Tyrone. And what this does is, since you're thinking about Tyrone, you are having resentment towards Mike. Because Mike can't measure up to Tyrone. So you're in a relationship with a man pissed off and mad and withholding sex for compliance, and you don't even know why. But the reality is, in your subconscious, Tyrone is in there dicking you down the whole time. The whole time. So don't become a victim to your options. Have some discernment. Make sense?
Yo, that's hilarious. But that makes sense. You know what the crazy thing is? I actually didn't know that stat. With the woman having 5 or 6 sexual experiences with different, or 5 or 6 different men or women. But the funny thing is, I'm trying to be inclusive.
All inclusive.
That's all.
Okay.
The funny thing is, I remember a long time ago, 2018. Y'all were still like in 8th grade.
You're like 8, bro.
Yeah, right. That was like what, 6 years ago?
Bro, they wasn't born.
In 2018, there was a study. I'm not sure if it's still the same and accurate today. That if a man had more than 25 bodies, he was more likely than not going to be able to stay faithful in a monogamous relationship, which goes to show the difference between men and women is literally 5 times. So in Cooley's stat that he just presented, it's 5 sexual experiences for a woman, and for a man it's 25 before we hit that threshold. So we are not the same. We're not built the same, and I think that's really important to take away.
Yeah, facts. So what you should take away, don't try to date like a man. Date like a woman, and you could be super picky. It's okay. Like fully, I think that the beautiful thing about, we have this podcast and you hear me speak about, the chat always hears me speak about, women, you're so emotional, you need to, regulate your emotions better and don't be a slave to your emotions. But a woman's emotions is a mechanism to stop them from being as promiscuous as a man. Like we're not emotional. You don't need to meet any emotional ties to have sex with a man, generally speaking. But men, you gotta like that man to some degree in order for you to give up your box to him. Meaning that he has to meet your emotional standard, make you feel the vibe. You don't gotta make no guy feel the vibe for him to give you some D. Make sense?
Just give me the green light.
Give me the green light. Give me the green light. Okay, we got and ladies, come on with some questions. We want them good questions. So let me get to these super chats real quick. We got B's Life is in $20. This is Brian Savory at has 925. Okay. I make over 200K. What do you think you can do to benefit someone like myself in a relationship? And what's the best piece of advice you've received about relationships or self-growth? Okay, it's a good question. Thanks, B's Life. Let's start with you. What's the best piece of advice that you've received about relationships or self-growth thus far in your 18-year-old life?
I mean,
that's if you received any.
Yeah, actually, or maybe you never received none.
I have, like, when I was in high school, like, she knows, Miss D. Miss D was this, like, older retired lady that, like, was, like, security. She would just sit at one of the doors, but, like, all the kids talked to her and everything like that, and I think she's still there. But she would always give, like, life advice, but she would always be like, just be true to who you are and everything like that.
Okay.
And I'll be like, I try, and she's like, that's, like, the smallest word in the dictionary, but, like, the biggest word, because if you just try, like, that's all that matters. Like, you don't have to give, like, your 100% every day, but as long as that's everything you're giving, like,
you just try.
Like that can apply in relationships.
That was a woman that gave you that advice?
Yeah, it was an older woman.
Yeah, that's why you don't listen to women. Men would never say just try. You don't have to give you 100%. Just try. Well, what I'm saying is a man would never give that advice to a man or a woman. When you give advice, you always want to give advice from the best thing to do. The best thing to do, right? This is why I say, guys, if you are a single man and you don't have any kids, don't date any single moms. If you have a kid and you're in that 78th percentile, meaning that you don't have your kid full time, meaning that you only get that little nigga every other weekend, you still shouldn't be dating no single mom. If you got full custody of your kids, it's going to be a little bit different. Life is going to be a little bit difficult for you. So that's a different story, and we'll get to that on Sunday. But everybody on Facebook, I'm closing down the stream. Come on over to YouTube. We about to get active. All right, Facebook stream is closing down. Everybody on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube. Come on over right now. Let's see. Stop. And ladies, we're gonna get y'all involved more, so y'all can ask some questions and talk about the things that you're interested in.
Can we tell our story about the car?
Can I talk about women?
Can that be an
Wanna talk about
intermission?
women?
Or being followed. Low key.
Sure. Give me a second. We got Young Zoe Poppy sends him $5. Cooley starting from your far left to the right. Far. Okay, so over here. So he's doing ratings, ladies. So this is a guy.
Oh, God.
He sent in the super chat. He's rating y'all from 1 to 10 on looks only. Okay.
I'd rather not.
So starting with you first. He says that. Wait. No. It's over here.
Okay.
Wait,
Put the camera on me, Dan.
Is it your left or his left?
right.
He said
far left.
far left to your right. Far left to your right, though. So what do y'all say?
Wait, how the hell that even make sense?
Yeah.
Would it be her?
He said,
Like far
view of
left.
far
Oh,
left.
to your right. Okay.
So
Would
her.
it would be starting with her then?
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it's with her. So he says 5. He says 4.
Okay.
He says 5. He says 7 and 6.
Damn, I'm the lowest.
You're the shortest.
Yeah, that was the ratings. Okay. All right. Hey, if y'all want the ladies to rate y'all, well, they 18, man. They don't need to
Yeah,
rate
I'd
y'all.
rather not.
Yeah, we ain't sending. I was gonna do that, but man, these chicks is in college, bro. They mad young.
For real.
All right, ladies. So, who has some questions? Let's get some questions going. Any questions?
She has a question.
You got a question? What's up?
I don't have a question. I just want to talk about women instead of men.
Like what?
Oh yeah, what you want to talk about? Sure.
I don't really have a question though. Like ask me a question about
Do you have a
women.
topic? Do you have a topic?
Yeah, you have a topic?
Women are-
Ask me
women.
questions about how it's like being gay, like what it's like being with a woman, because it's so
I'll ask you a
nice. I love
question.
it.
Would you ever date a man, relationship wise?
No.
'Cause you're curious about that.
I've definitely been like curious about it, like every once in a while. Like sometimes I'll have like.
And chat, by the way, she's 6 foot. That's why when she just set up the mic.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, you guys can hear me now. Yay. Wait, what was your question
Rico,
again?
she making you look wild little again.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
No, you good.
Your back is long, sad. Like.
No, you fine. Go ahead. All right. So what you asked a question? Would you ever date a man?
To be blunt.
Yo, wait,
no.
time out. Hold on, stop. Hold on. Because you really do look like.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, guys.
He's shorter
Rico
than you.
just
That's
gotta
why
sit
he's
up straight.
upset.
You-
Actually, that's actually better. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
To be blunt,
I'm slouch.
no. There have been times when I've questioned if I have an emotional connection with a guy, but when I think about it, like, would I have SCX with them? No, because I don't have that, like, lust, you know? But, like, even if it's, like, an emotional kind of lust, like, I don't have that for a guy.
So all the girls that you've dated in a relationship, how many of them broke up with you?
None of them.
So you
all
broke
of
with them?
Yes.
And why did you?
Because they didn't align with my values at the time. I'm pretty in tune with, like, if I feel like something's off, if for some reason, like, I don't feel my best self when I'm with them, I end it.
Have you ever been abused, physically abused by any of your ex-girlfriends?
I have. And I left after.
So women are abusive.
No, not all of them. No, I feel like every human can become the worst version of themselves.
What do you got to say? You're making a lot of faces.
Before we get to the abuse part, let's get back to the emotional part. You said that, well, the people that I was with, they never, the woman, I wasn't feeling my best self. This is why I broke up with them. And remember when I said that women are slaves to their emotions? And if a person can come and manipulate your emotions, they can manipulate you. They have full control over you.
They didn't have full control over me because I left.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So think about it. at one point they did because you were a slave. You were a slave to your emotions. So at one point they had you, but then when they didn't meet your emotional standard, they didn't have you. So what I'm saying is sometimes if you're always going to look at things from an emotional lens, how can you really trust your reasoning and your actions when it's not any rationality there?
Because emotions change like the sky.
Yeah, emotions is fleeting. It comes and it
My
goes.
values don't change though. What I
Okay,
want in
cool.
the future doesn't
So
change.
what you want in the future doesn't change.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that they didn't meet certain things, which then put you in an emotional state.
Yes, and I don't want to be controlled by my emotions.
Okay, you don't want to.
Is that why you don't like men?
No.
I think what she was getting at was like she's not sexually attracted.
Yes,
to
I'm not
Yeah, she said she's not
attracted
sexually
to
attracted to men.
She like could like someone's soul, like who they are as
Yes.
a person, but like I'm not like physically
So
attracted
if
to you.
the
Like I
man,
wouldn't wanna,
if I take the same soul that you've dated and the best woman that you've dated, and I put that soul in
To
a man's body, would you find him attractive?
I would find his soul attractive, but I wouldn't find him attractive in the sense of I would want to spend my whole entire life with you. Or
Okay, so
settle
you
down
need the
with you.
physical and you need the values as well, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, she's just saying that, and she's just saying that she gay, bro.
Exactly.
She gay.
I just don't understand how
She
you're gay.
lesbian.
Like I
He
just
said, I don't
You
understand
don't
how
have
you're
to
gay.
understand.
No. I just.
Why
I just,
are you gay?
Yeah. Why are you gay? How long will you be gay? My thing is there an influence to your sexual preference other than your personal desires?
It's a good
No.
question.
It's just, I mean, do you have an influence as to why you're straight?
Yeah, women are fucking sexy, and
Yeah,
I,
but it's
They
not
are.
biological.
And she's
Hey,
great, and she
sexy.
thinks that too.
Yeah.
but I
It's the same.
Have you
but
ever?
but you never had a man, right?
Well,
Okay,
right?
I've had this one experience where one of my guy friends that I do trust, he was trying to figure out his sexuality, if he was gay, and I was trying to figure out if I'm fully gay, and we did like have sex, and I realized I don't enjoy it with the guy. My emotional connection isn't there. It didn't get me to the point of like, whoa, like.
But he wasn't fully there either. He was still trying to figure himself. Like, to have sex with somebody who's questioning their sexuality versus have sex with somebody who is knowing
Knows.
of their sexuality is not going to be the same experience
Yeah.
to be comparing them as if one shoe fits on all. Like, I'm heterosexual. So if I have sex with a woman, I'm going to be fully there. I'm going to be fully committed to that experience, even her experience and our experience. Now, I can only imagine if he's on the fence about what he is or what preference he has, he can't be fully present even if he wanted to. Is he gay now?
He's bisexual now.
He's gay.
Yeah, once he gay, always gay.
He's gay.
If you have homosexual thoughts, bro,
Yeah, it's definitely yeah. So
How did you guys? So, like, my question: did you both date because you had an alignment on your curiosity of,
We didn't date.
They had
or
sex.
not dates? Okay,
Oh, yeah, sex with a guy, with a gay guy.
Well, they were trying
he's
to
not
both
fully
figure
gay.
out their
He was being-
sexuality.
He was curious. She was curious.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend right now. He's
So,
not.
well, here's the thing,
does she
right?
know that he was gay?
What?
Does his girlfriend? know?
She is aware that he's bisexual.
Yeah, here's the
yes.
thing. The truth is that you've actually never been with a man. You've been with a male, but that male wasn't truly a man. He's gay. So you never even experienced a real heterosexual man that's really gonna treat you in a masculine way, in a dominant way, where a woman's body should be sexualized in that type of situation during the sexual encounter. You experienced some soy boy type of dude that was doing some weird stuff. Homie probably wanted some weird stuff going on. Yeah, let's not even get into it. But what I'm saying is you never really experienced a dominant man. And I know the chat can be like, bro, gay guys could be dominant. Nigga, to what degree? They submissive. What you talking about? I don't care if it's a top. It's a little bit different. But we're not trying to change you. You like women, and that's totally fine. Cool. Any ladies got any other questions, though? Anything that y'all want to speak about? Let's get it. I got a question then for y'all. I got a college question. Let's start with
Me.
Start with
here.
Her.
What, with this one?
Yeah, she been flying underneath the radar.
You have been
tiptoeing around.
You've been flying underneath the radar. Okay, let's go with you. So, you good? Okay. Hold up. I think I had a question written down. Wait, let me go back to the super chats real quick. Oh, actually, no. We got some super chats in here. I think they got some stuff. Okay. Okay, we got your mom sends them $5. Cooley, didn't you bag a single mom? Do you even practice what you preach? That's all going to be exposed. Tune in.
On Sunday.
On Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, a lot of misinformation went out. You guys and the supporters know, because I speak about my personal life here and there when people actually ask me questions. So the supporters actually know the truth on these things. No one ever lied, or I don't have anything hidden. They didn't expose anything because my life is real public. But yeah, man, we'll get into all that on Sunday. Tune in.
Yeah, people who aren't loyal and consistent followers won't know, so they think they're exposed. But people who've been following the podcast know all of this stuff already.
Yeah, they know, and but not only that, they know the truth, but then there's misinformation going on. Misinformation meaning that they're making it seem like something crazy, but y'all gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, these niggas are just lying. Like they're creating a false narrative and just telling mad lies. Like, bruh. We're going to get into all that. And I'm going to let you know why it's happening too. It's going to be a very deep podcast. I'm also going to give y'all expose some stuff about the podcast that I went on of why these things are coming out. So it's a lot of gay men doing gay things, to be honest. It is true. We got B's Life sends in $10. The one who dates females, she is definitely confused because who is the one that is going to provide and protect in a relationship when you get that from a man? Oh, that's a good question. So since you date girls, when you date girls, who's the one that's like well, you're super young, so you're 19. Dominant. But yeah, who's going to be the provider and the protector?
I feel like in
like your past relationships, I guess, who was the provider protector?
Personally, in my relationships, which I will add on, every lesbian relationship is different. But in my personal experience, I have been the provider and they've been the protector. Okay, so the question is then, is one of the reasons why you only date girls, I know you said like you're not really sexually attracted to men, is one of the reasons why though that you really don't meet like a masculine man that can be your protector and a provider and that can put you in your femininity? No, I feel like I feel the most feminine when I'm with a female.
But if you feel the most feminine when you're with a female, but you're the protector and a provider, which is a masculine role, that doesn't correlate.
I feel like everyone has a masculine and a feminine.
Yeah, true.
And there are women that are more in tune with their masculine. I like a woman that's in tune with both. Okay. I feel like me personally, I have my masculine, but I also have my feminine. I'm more in touch with my feminine.
Okay.
So.
But the question was, since you feel that you're most feminine when you're with women, you really never was with a masculine man. So you really don't know what that would feel like and how a masculine man would really make you feel feminine. Because I would argue this. I would argue that, and I know, and I'm not trying to change your preference or anything. You got your preferences. That's not what we're doing here. I'm just saying that my argument, and just to give a perspective, is like opposites attract. So a masculine man that's being masculine and you're in a relationship with you, he would put you in your feminine. He will give you space so you can really truly submit and fall into your femininity. Now let's just flip it on the other side. Let's say that you're feminine and you are masculine, but you just submitted that you said that most of my lesbian relationships is I'm the protector and the provider. So that means that you're more in your masculine than they are in their feminine. So how can a female truly put you in your femininity if you are the masculine one out of those two? Like what I'm telling you is there's more of a feminine threshold that you have to fall into that you never even experienced because you've always been the masculine one in your encounters and relationships with females.
Can I speak on this real quick? So, like, I'm bisexual. And
Okay.
I've been with men and women. And I've been
Sure.
with masculine women. I've been with masculine men. Like,
Yeah, speaking to your mic a little bit.
It's all about, like, preference. Like, you're saying, like, how, like, bisexual men, like, they're just gay. Like, oh, they're, like, fully gay. Like, they can't make you feel feminine. There are guys out there who are bisexual and are very in tune with their masculinity because they are also masculine with men.
I get that. I'm saying that they can't make you feel as feminine as a masculine man can. It just doesn't work that way. It's like, well,
yeah, that's why you're attracted to a woman, not a man.
That here's what I'm saying, right? So the thing is, then do you want to be? The question is, do you want to be in your feminine? Like, do you want to be in your most ultimate form of femininity, or do you want to be in a form of more masculine? That's a question. In a relationship.
STEM.
Both.
Okay, you want equal, but which would be higher? Would mass like it isn't never going to be equal. Like things aren't truly equal. So would it be like more masculine? That's what you prefer, or more feminine? What do you prefer? What state do you prefer to be put in a relationship with a woman?
Both.
Yeah, but which is it? Which do you prefer to be more of? More masculine or more feminine? Like
I don't prefer either or.
Got it. So the question is, you were the protector and the provider in the relationship. Were you comfortable in that state?
Yes, because they were also the protector and the provider. We both offered these same things to one another.
Okay, so y'all both offered the same provisioning to one another.
Yes.
Because, like, how you were talking about
Got it.
earlier.
So, but think about it. You both offered the same. I want y'all to like think clear. You both offered the same provisioning, right? So that means that you were never truly in your most ultimate form of femininity.
Because you're too busy toddling
Being the
between
provisioner.
Yeah.
Right? So like if you weren't being the protector and the provider and the person was, then that's when you can fully be in your femininity. Make sense? All right, never mind.
I have a question, if you don't mind me asking. Do
Okay.
you prefer to have, like, do you prefer to bear children?
I know that I want to, but I'm also okay if my partner wants to as well.
Okay, so let's say you or your partner decide to have a child. And let's just say if you have this child with said way and it's a boy, do you feel like two women can raise a boy to become a man?
I feel like
It's a good question.
There's certain things that definitely like women may not be able to answer, but I can always go to my father. I can go to my brother. Like I have men in my life that if there's a question that my son has that I can't answer, I have people in my life that can answer that for them.
So the thing is, it's not about a question when it comes to, this is my personal opinion, by the way. And I see, the thing is, I like to zoom out of situations. It's cool to want what you want right now in life, but at some point in time, when you start thinking long term, you start thinking family, kids, if that's something that you desire. When it comes to raising a boy, it's not just a part-time thing for him. He doesn't need a part-time role model, and I mean part-time by father, uncle, grandfather. He needs the same way a woman, I believe, needs a woman present, is the same way a boy who is going to ultimately be a man needs a man present. And if we look at what's happening in society today, a lot of the boys that y'all are complaining and laughing, and we are complaining and laughing about, have not had a man present in majority of their life that actually is a qualifying man. You allow this boy to ultimately become led astray. And that boy then goes out there and it becomes the same person that women complain about and men complain about. So from my opinion, when we're talking about procreation, we're talking about relationship, I think it's very important to take into consideration what type of atmosphere and environment that you are actually subconsciously preparing for your future unborn child?
No. I will raise my boy to respect women.
But what
All women.
Yeah, that's totally fine, but that's not what he said. Like, he's not talking about disrespecting women. He's speaking about, like,
how are you going to teach him to be around men?
Yeah.
When you're not there, right, and your partner is not there, and this boy is now, he's feeding for guidance. He's feeding for structure and foundation. He's feeding for how he needs to, present himself, how he needs to hold himself as a man. There's no examples that he's going to have on a day-to-day.
If he has two moms.
If he had two moms. Now, this is just from me looking on the outside in, by the way.
Yeah.
Because remember, kids, they're very smart, so they copy everything that they see. So, and men and women, we're different. We don't act the same. We don't think the same. We look at things differently. So, if your son is around women all day, he's going to pick up feminine traits.
And why is that bad?
Because it's not realistic. I'll tell you the truth. I coach a 10-year-old football team, right? I also coached them when they were 9. Now I coach them when they were 10. I know the kids who only have their moms and their grandmothers in their lives, and they walk around with their hand out like this. Right?
And why is that bad?
The reason why it's bad is because you had sex with a gay guy, and that's the reason why you only have sex with women now. That's the reason why you're a lesbian, because you've experienced
that's not the reason.
the one man you experienced was gay. The one man you experienced was gay. He had no masculinity, no backbone, and he ain't lay nothing down right. He ain't lay any law. Let me finish my point. He ain't lay any law down. Right? So what I'm saying is the reason why it's bad is because your son will be just like that gay guy that you had sex with and dismissed, and you went straight to woman because of that. Is like, ew. The only example that you have is from a gay dude that clapped cheeks. You have no example of a real man. So that's why it's bad. Imagine if you had an example from a real man. Maybe these other chicks wouldn't be like, oh yeah, Becky, she cute, but I need me a Chad because Chad was doing what he needed to really do, and I was really in my feminine.
So are you saying gay guys aren't real men?
They not real men.
So listen, so you 4 ladies, right?
They're males.
So are gay women real women?
Yeah, you're not making sense.
Nah, I mean, I don't think so.
So look, based on what he said, so you 4 ladies, right? You guys date men, you guys like men,
Yes.
right? Do you prefer your men to act like you, or you prefer to be?
Well, they heterosexual, bro.
Yeah, I'm straight, so
That's why I'm getting somewhere though.
Go ahead.
But do you ladies prefer your men to be strong and masculine, or do you want them to be soft
yes,
and feminine?
because I want them to be straight as well. It's a different.
But what I'm getting to is, like, she's gonna be raised, if she decides to have a kid and it's a boy, and he has no male guidance. And he goes up to not be gay and likes women. He's gonna attract girls, but girls won't like him because he's walking around with his hand like this, and he's emotional like you, and he's acting very feminine. He's thinking like a girl. But she even
said her father will be in the life, her brother. Like, there's gonna be other male figures.
They're not there.
Yeah. So what he's saying is this. He's like, let's say if all y'all was chilling, right? All y'all chilling in the crib, because y'all probably gonna be chilling after this. And then she's like, hey, yeah, I want to have a son when I get older, and I want my son to be like this. And then she overhears y'all talking, well, yeah, I don't like those guys that really don't have a backbone and let people walk all over them. I don't like those like femboys. I like more of a man's man. You know what I mean? Like, all of you ladies are giving your perspective on men, right? And that man embodies masculinity. Show of hands, y'all 3. Well, y'all 4, would you prefer a man that has masculinity and can lead you, or more of a man that is like, well, I don't really know what to do and I'll follow your lead? Like, what type of man do you want?
Both.
You've had both, but what do you prefer?
What does that have to do
It
with
doesn't.
I'm
Woman
going
race. This
to
isn't the
put
point.
it together real quick. I'm going to put it together.
Right.
Would you prefer a masculine man, or would you prefer a feminine man? Show of hands for a masculine man.
I don't understand.
1.
It's not proving a good point.
Okay,
but-
well, it is going to put it together, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, what about you? Would you prefer like a masculine man or a more feminine man, meaning that he's giving off the same energy that you're giving off as a woman?
Well, I'm bisexual.
I know, but you're
Wait,
bisexual. You like girls too.
But that's what I'm trying to say is like for the both of us at least, like she.
Yeah, let me finish my point. I need you to just answer, right? So, would you prefer a masculine man or a feminine man? And remember, the masculine man is a protector, a provider, someone where you can, you can follow the man's lead. You feel secure in the relationship. He's strong. He can protect you. Or would you want more of a feminine male that embodies more woman characteristic traits, where it's like, well, why I be with you? I might as well be with a female. We're speaking about a man, though. So what man would you prefer, masculine or feminine?
Just to answer your question, I will say masculine. But
Okay, got it. So let's leave it right there. I'm making a point. What about you? Masculine man or feminine man?
Masculine.
Masculine man, right? So look, so you got 4 of your girlfriends. They're saying that, yeah, I prefer a masculine man. So this means that if you're raising a son, right, and you are bisexual, mind you, we're not getting on your sexuality. That's totally fine. You could be whoever you are, be with whoever you want to be. That's all good, fine and dandy. We're just giving you a perspective about bringing a kid and raising a kid in that type of relationship. So if you raise a kid that is going to have 2 women around and not a woman and a man, he's going to embody more feminine characteristic traits. So that means that when your son grows up, he's not going to qualify for most women, because most women want masculine men, not feminine men.
Most.
Remember, kids.
No. All women in a heterosexual relationship, they want a masculine man.
Just because they're raised.
I would say all women, period, besides her, because she's fully lesbian. But all women, if you bisexual, you date men, you date women, or if you only date men, you want a masculine man. There's not a woman. We interviewed over 1,000 women. Let's just go with that. There's not one woman that was like, oh yeah, I want a soy boy. They don't say that. That's not what they want. Like if they had a choice of preference, they all choose a masculine man. So what I'm saying is, does that make sense to you now? If you raise a son with a woman, he's going to be more feminine. That means that your son, when he goes out there and he's dating, his options is going to be less. Women is going to be like, I don't want him. He's like a girl.
Let me ask you this. If a man is raised by 2 women, do you automatically think all men raised by 2 women are not masculine?
You can tell as a man.
Listen,
not all. There's always exceptions.
But I'm asking, do you think all of them?
The majority.
The majority. There's always exceptions to the rule. Yeah. But we speak about in general. Like, is it possible that she gets with a woman, Michaela, and her and Michaela have a baby, not have a baby, but get a baby, adopt a baby, and or whatever, how it goes, right? Surrogate, I don't know. But whatever how they do. They have a baby, and it's exception to the rule, and that kid is a masculine man. In some dream world in Narnia, possibly. But in the real world, nah.
Okay. So I have 2 lesbian cousins who actually have a son.
Yeah.
And he's only a baby, but like watching the way that they raise him, there's so many men around. Like there's probably more men around than women. So I think he's going to grow up to be more of a man, like masculine, who likes sports and stuff. Like just the way that watching him being raised, because I actually see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, but you haven't seen. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to say. Very young, you haven't seen him when he starts to enter the realm of actually finding and coming into himself around other boys. See, I'm saying this from a perspective where, obviously I haven't been around that many young boys. I've only had a team of 25. So I can only judge from a small perspective. But we've been on podcasts with men who you can also tell are products of the same or similar environments where there's a lack of male presence. And I would tell you, from a kid, let's say 10 years old, you can tell which ones have a strong man in their life, a masculine presence in their life on a day-to-day, right? Where they're not overcompensating. You know what I'm saying? So when you can tell, you can see, guess what happens? And it's a shame, because you'll see the ones who do all click up together. They play with each other. They, wrestle, whatever the hell. Mm-hmm. And the other ones, they're always to the side.
They're in the corner.
They're always. I had to physically tell them, yo, you have to drink water with everybody, with the team, because they would either go to their mothers or they would go away from the other boys, right? So like you have to kind of force, because at the end of the day, they could be around men, but that doesn't mean they know how to conduct themselves when they're around the same boys of their age who are being on a day-to-day. I'm talking about from wake up to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
It's different.
We cannot. I believe in time, right? And the amount of time that you spend in something, this is also a proven fact, will depend on your success at being it. And that includes being a woman and being a man in today's society. If you want to be a successful woman, or whatever that may be, you have to be around successful women, right? Whatever that may be. And I'm not talking about money. I'm just talking about actually being a woman. The same thing with the man. You want to be a successful man who has success with women and success in his life, has respect amongst men, you know, can stand on his boundaries. He has to be around successful men of that caliber. We learn from each other, right? So when you have absence of one, then you can't even if you try to overcompensate, you're never going to be able to make up the missed time.
What if the lesbians had 2 sons?
Can I ask my question?
What if 2 lesbians?
No, it's about gay.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
that's a question.
What if it's 2 gay dads and a son? Would they not still be like if it's the same as 2 gay moms?
Listen.
Is that not a good question?
Oh,
That's
is a good
even
question.
worse.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, because they both
first you
I
gotta-
don't even want to go
Okay,
on that topic, but I know you wanted to say something, and I just would like for you, if you don't mind, to express.
I don't have anything to
Okay, well,
say.
I would like to say as well.
I thought I was wrong.
What
I
you
apologize.
All I can
ladies
say
don't
is-
understand is,
Oh, wait. Go ahead. I'm
Oh,
All
sorry.
I can say is I respectfully disagree, and I don't think we should have a world that is so revolved around gender norms and this is right and this is wrong. Like, we should be teaching our children that we accept all people, equality. We shouldn't single out anyone.
But we don't.
Yeah, we're not.
Like, you're
But-
6 foot. You wouldn't, like, if you were hetero, like, put it like this. Forget about you. All of you ladies have preferences. You said that you wouldn't want a guy that's shorter than you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, life isn't equal. So we shouldn't live in a Disney fairy tale and try to, equalize everything. That's called egalitarianism. It doesn't work. The communists tried it. People tried it. It didn't work. It failed. So what I'm saying is we have to live in reality. Men and women aren't equal, and how we value things aren't equal. Why is diamonds more valuable than gold? Why is gold more valuable than silver? You get what I'm saying?
Is it gay?
Why is this job more valuable than that job? Why does just this job pay more than that job? So what I'm saying is we have to live in reality. If a boy is if a boy is going through life and he, is being raised with 2 women, well, there's a high probability that he's going to be very feminine. So that means that if he is a heterosexual, there's a high probability that his sexual options and mating choices is going to be limited because of it, because most women aren't attracted to feminine men. So that means that you're setting your kid up to fail. So if you don't live in reality, you will be set up to fail. That's what happened with slavery and a whole lot of other things in this world. You know why? Is because people didn't prioritize reality. And what is reality when it comes down to everything? What are men good for? Protecting and providing. What are women good for? Nurturing. Know your role and play your role, and then you'll produce good members in society. That's how life works. If you astray from that, you will feel consequences. You will be depressed. You will have anxiety. Suffering will be so overwhelming for you, you wouldn't have no way out of it. The only way out of it will be God. But guess what? Most people that live that lifestyle don't even believe in God. So they're suffering in their mind till eternity. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. The only way out is through. And you got to know what's actually real, not what's fake. I'll hang it up.
most importantly, what you ladies got to understand is kids watch what their
Steve
parents
funny.
do. Kids copy everything that they see. You know what I'm saying? That includes mannerisms, what you're scared of, what you're not scared of, how you talk. Look at the way all you ladies are sitting right now. There's nothing wrong with the way you're sitting.
But they
Fix
18.
yourself so quick.
Listen,
folding up
I'm
with a
making a
pretzel.
point though. Hold on. I'm making a point.
No, I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Look at the way all you ladies are sitting right now. There's nothing wrong with the way you're sitting. But because you have a son and he watches everything you do, what if he sits like that? Look how you all ladies sitting. Look how me and Cooley and Rico are sitting.
He's
It's
sitting
all,
a
it's
little
all
feminine.
mannerisms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
have
saying?
your
It's all
hands like
mannerisms.
this.
You know what I'm
You-
saying?
Can I speak on
Like,
something?
listen, hold on, I'm not
Wait,
finished.
let me
Make
get
his
to
point.
across like this so I'm feminine.
I'm saying, but it doesn't make sense the way you say it. Like that's what
No,
I'm trying to
but
make
listen,
it like.
but
It
what
just
I'm trying
doesn't
to
make
explain
sense.
is kids copy everything that their parents do to a T. So if you're scared, if you guys are scared of a mouse and go, oh my God, it's a mouse, your son's gonna see that. He's gonna react the same way when he sees a mouse. Compared to me, Rico, or Cooley see a mouse. Oh, that mouse can kick that. If our son sees that, how we act towards a mouse, he's gonna react the same way because kids copy exactly what they see. So when a son is raised by two women who are feminine, which is nothing wrong with being feminine, and you guys are scared and got flicking your hair and sitting with your legs up like that, which is nothing wrong. When he's chilling amongst a bunch of boys and they're sitting like this, and he's
gonna
up
be the
there like
only one.
this.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's comfortable, isn't it?
They're gonna. He's gonna have a hard time making male friends, even though he's not gay.
He's spitting, bro.
Like you guys, like not you, but all four of you ladies would not find me attractive if they're sitting like this and I'm like this. You guys would not find me attractive.
I would be uncomfortable.
You guys would not be attractive. If I'm sitting like this.
Get him, please get him.
You guys would look at me like, yo, I'm not gay though. I got two moms, no doubt, but I'm not gay. But I'm sitting like this.
You know what's funny? Me and you know somebody that's a little weird too.
You know what I'm saying? So what we're saying is like it doesn't, even if you have brothers or uncles that could, show them or tell them things, but the fact that they don't have those brothers and uncles there around them 24/7 to show them, how men act, it's just not enough.
What if you have like a mom and no dad?
They're
What's
saying
the-
it's the
but, like,
same thing.
Yeah.
What's the
Yes.
difference?
Yeah, it's single moms.
They're saying
Right?
if a woman is raising a
Breeds
son.
feminine men, breeds degeneracy,
Oh,
more
okay.
child delinquents.
So I was
The
confused. I don't
most men
understand.
in prison come from single mother households. So it even leads down to your actions, like the mannerisms, actions. Also, it leads down to your life choices. So yeah, women can't raise men, and you need both parents.
Wait, I
you
have a
need a
question.
man and a woman
You said that
to
men
give
and,
your son or daughter the best chance. Go ahead.
you said men and women aren't equal, which I agree with. But
Yeah.
do you think gay men and women are equal?
No, they're still not equal. But
It's closer. The gap went from here to here.
Why
Yeah,
aren't they?
closer.
Why aren't they equal? Because the things that you're saying, it seems like they're equal.
No,
Because
no.
if he decides to,
Yeah.
and I think that we have to understand something about reality.
The
all right?
physicality,
Yeah,
the
if he decides to, God
biology.
forbid, God forbid, but if he decides to fight a woman, it's not the same.
He's
True.
knocking that woman
It's
clean
not
out.
the
Okay.
same, yeah.
Fair enough.
And I think that has to be taken into consideration, although his mannerisms, maybe his preferences might align with the woman. But if he decides to physically tap into his natural state,
Okay.
he can really outpower and potentially very much hurt you.
Okay, fair
You know?
enough. Good point.
Yeah, not equal. Okay, ladies. Let's get to the super chats real quick.
Yep.
Wait, can we do one thing?
Oh, yeah,
before-
sure.
Oh my god.
What is there an update on the Mike Tyson fight?
It's just starting.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
started.
just started.
It's like 12 o'clock.
Like first round?
Not even the first round yet.
Oh, they ain't started
Okay.
swinging yet. Okay.
All right, cool. I just wanted to know, just to check with my boy
Can I
Mike.
say something just real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
So
You okay?
this might just be like a 1 in a million kind of.
Yeah, she chilling.
That was so fake. That was so fake. High five.
Cause we not, and once again, remember in the beginning I said when we speaking, we not speaking about you personally. We speaking about the things that you're saying, and then we're making
Jesus.
conversations out of that. But like you said, like
Do you have an addictive personality?
What?
who her?
I was getting some popcorn. I do.
Okay,
I think we can just agree to disagree.
Yeah, like you said. just
Wait,
be-
let her make her point though.
Oh yeah,
like,
go ahead.
let her
Sorry,
say
make your
something.
point.
it might be a 1 in a million type of circumstance, but I mean, I do have my father in my life, but I would say like he's not emotionally involved in my life at all. He was kind of like a credit card, would throw money at me, we'd go on vacations, that kind of thing, and he's still like that in my life.
Yeah.
But I do have a father. And I respect my father, going back to what you were saying earlier about like, oh, you're respecting your family's name.
Yeah.
Like what you do reflects your family. And I would like to say that I do like reflect what my family values as well. But that's also just how I was raised. I was raised by my mother. I was raised by my aunt. I was raised by my older sister because we're like
You're
12
all
years
women.
apart.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not finished.
Okay.
My sister, we're 12, 13 years apart. She has a son. He was raised in an entire female household because his father is not involved in his life because he's a drug addict.
How old is he now?
He is 9 years old and he does not show any signs of anything feminine or anything like that. When you were saying he's walking around like this,
you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm telling you, if that little boy got around one of my little boys, it's going to be an entirely different story.
Maybe that's a
saying
fact.
like the thing is, we also have to look at it from an outside lens perspective when I'm talking about me viewing women and women viewing men, especially at a younger age. So you're not going to see anything, but if the people who bring him around, like you're not with him in school, you know what I'm saying? Nor do you probably even socialize with the parents of his friends in school.
I do.
Okay.
I'm very much so involved in like my nephew's life, not so much currently because she has a whole new life the last year and everything like that. She met somebody new. So he does have a male figure in his life now who is also very masculine, I will say.
Which is going to be the determining factor of why things change.
Okay. But developmental years. Yes, No, you're not. You're cutting me off. Developmental years. Their early years are very core for children. I would even say I went through some shit when I was little, and that's still, even if I don't remember it, I can still, I have trauma responses, as people say, to things. He was raised around women, but he was raised around women until he was about 7 years old. He's past that developmental time.
You're talking
the core.
You're talking about. First and foremost, we're comparing two separate things, right? You're comparing social behavior to emotional responses. As a woman, I would expect for you to have more emotional sensitivities to things that have happened from a young age growing up. As a boy, we don't have those same emotional sensitivities. So whatever that emotional response is, isn't going to last as long once a man steps in his life from 8 to 18, a 10-year period with that same child, he's going to have more masculine time frame with the man than more feminine or the lack of. That. But what I'm saying is right now you're looking and the thing about men, we are adaptive creatures. We adapt to everything. You know what I'm saying? Our situations, our obstacles, the ones who actually make it out are the adaptive ones. So that boy that you're talking about, your nephew, if he does have a masculine man who's going to lead him and forcefully put him on this guide, or on his path to guide him to success, he's going to make the adjustments very fast. You'll see it in 12 to 24 months. And you'll also see it start to transpire as he gets older and becomes a man himself. It's not the same in terms of your personal upbringing to his. You're comparing apples and oranges from a boy to a girl.
Totally different. Two totally different things.
First of all, you didn't let me completely finish.
Okay.
So,
all right. I thought you
twice. Not like I said, not in the last year, but I was around him when it was all women raising him. Yes, his grandfather and even like my stepfather has a big part in whatever, enforcing the sports and whatever, because he shows interest in those. He showed interest before these men had a big, like, it takes a village. What she was saying, that she would have like her father and her brother and her uncles helping taking care of her son and raising it and showing masculine values and masculine beliefs. He's not running around in a tutu in the backyard like, oh my God, fairies.
Yeah, he's not. I get what you're saying. That's an extreme, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, he plays baseball. If he played baseball and he's raised by all women, before any men stepped into his life, would he be skipping plate to plate? Probably, but no.
Let me ask you a question. When he played football, did he play football?
He never played football.
That's the reason why. He never even played baseball, because he has a man in his life.
Baseball is a non-contact sport.
Okay.
Right? No shade to baseball players, but it's a non-contact sport.
So my cousins who are D1 baseball players who have a father figure in their life, their entire life, who's the one who enforced baseball because we were a baseball family, that's the same thing?
It's very much similar into what you're saying in terms of being taught to do something. They taught him to play baseball, right? But if I take that same kid and now I put him in a position where he has to be a young man, I'm talking about 10-year-old kids are knocking kids out. I don't think you guys get that at this age with a football with a football sport, a collision sport. Yeah. I will tell you immediately, those same kids. I know a kid right now. I don't even want to say too much of his business because I'm good with friends with his mom and his family. He plays a contact sport, right? But then when he gets on a football field and he has to play against other physical kids, his age, his size, you see the difference. It goes from a confident man or young man, boy, to a insecure one, and he starts removing himself from the atmosphere because it's too physical for him, it's too dominant for him. He does not have that on a day-to-day basis. So yes, he could play a sport and learn how to be team oriented. I played baseball, football, basketball, and ran track.
Yep.
Right. So baseball is a great sport, hand-eye coordination, stealing bases, but when it comes down to a gladiator sport where we're going to see who's man-to-man, a lot of boys can't fit that, especially if they don't have that male presence.
Yeah.
Now, you do have the anomalies where you have the ones who rage
You always
with
got
their
the
situations.
exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, those
There's
That's what I'm
always
rangers.
trying to
exceptions to the
say.
rule.
Like, you're putting everybody in a box.
No, we're not
No,
putting
it's a
everybody. We already said
generalization.
exceptions. Yeah, we said there are exceptions. We even gave her like, yeah, it could be an exception to something. So we know about the exceptions, but generally, meaning that the majority, if a man is being raised with all women, he's gonna be more feminine. That's what we're saying,
All right.
and he's gonna feel the consequences of his decisions. But all right, cool.
Eventually. Of not even his decisions, of the parents. It's the parents'
Facts
decisions.
of the parents' decisions. Okay, cool. Let's go. We got Gray.
Finally.
Red. And ladies, also gets to some questions. Y'all all in college. We want to hear y'all questions.
We
When
don't
I-
even have a chance for
So
questions.
ask one now.
We've been on the same subject
Well,
for
look.
the
Let me
past
let me give y'all
hour.
some time to think. Let me get through the super chats and think about some questions. Y'all all got guys hitting on y'all and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
I have a question.
Y'all dating. Hope. Can you
Okay.
remember it?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
You asked. Okay.
Remember it. Whisper it in her ear. So.
No.
Not Dory.
Oh God,
All right, we got Great Win sends in $5. When it's time to be an adult, start paying bills and having responsibilities, she will suddenly be open to start dating men. Yeah, I don't think that she's gonna be. Well, who knows? You never know. But
Yeah, I don't know why they're trying to change her
I think it's
sexuality.
possible.
That's the way she was born. Like, I don't understand.
no, no one's born gay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm about to say,
something
What?
different.
Being
Okay,
born
what-
gay is crazy.
Everyone is born, and anyone who is gay is born gay. Like
It's
Wait,
what's
wait,
in your
let's think
it's
about
not
it.
brain.
something
So
you
nobody-
choose. Like you're
Yes,
in
it
your
is somewhere.
brain.
So
Yeah.
let's
Have you
have a
seen Megan
constructive
Fox in
conversation about this.
Transformers?
Listen, real
Yeah, I
quick.
thought that bitch was hot when I was
Ladies,
little.
one mic at a time. You said no one is born gay. So let me ask you. Gay is an action, right?
it's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an action, it's everything.
Let me stop.
What?
Being gay is
Yeah,
gay
can we
an
not be on
action.
this anymore?
Let's ladies, please. Is gay an action? Being gay an action?
Sure.
It is an action. Would you say that this statement is true? Influence creates thinking, and thinking creates action.
No.
You wouldn't say that's true? So how do you act on something if you're not thinking it?
Like,
And
what
why
does
are
that
you
even
thinking?
mean?
And how are you thinking?
But you said
Listen,
influence.
time.
You said the first thing was influence.
Listen.
I am.
How are you acting on something? Because you're just talking. You got to listen.
I am.
It's going to be a conversation. How are you acting on something if you aren't thinking?
Okay, if you
how,
said
how
that,
are you
then I would've
thinking?
said-
Let me
I would've
finish.
said a
Let me
completely
finish
different
what I'm
answer.
saying. You got to let me finish. How are you thinking on something if you haven't been influenced by something? So influence creates thinking, and thinking creates action. That is a fact. So I'm telling you that what is true, being gay, you weren't born that way, meaning
Okay.
that you were influenced to some capacity to have some thoughts and then to take action,
Okay.
and to have some anal sex
Okay.
or start scissoring.
Yep.
That's what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
That
you.
makes-
Please come
Oh,
back.
come
You
on in.
walked in
It
at the
makes
right
no
time.
sense.
That makes sense. Come and explain
No,
to
it
me.
doesn't, because my
Let's go,
sister,
let's go.
who is now gay, she since she was little has been a tomboy, like Tony Hawk, like all that stuff.
That's totally
Nobody
fine.
ever influenced her to do that. My
Wait.
mom is a straight woman.
Yeah, totally
she's
fine.
been around. She's had my sister's seen all of it. Like she was never influenced. My dad wasn't that much a part of her life where she was influenced that much by my father. Like it
now
wasn't.
we got to think about what influence is. How do people become influenced? What are our five senses? Seeing, touching, tasting, smelling, and hearing. Our five senses absorbs information.
Okay.
As it absorbs information, we are influenced. We are male, female. That's what we are. I have an XY chromosome. You have two X chromosomes. That's what we are. So our biology even influences us to a degree. I have 17 times more testosterone than you. You are higher in estrogen, right? I have more bone density and bigger bones. I have quicker reflexes. You have slower reflexes. So even from a biological standpoint, that influences us. So we are born our biology. We are not born thinking, right? We're not born being. We are only born with the biological influences. Everything else is outside influences. So you mean to tell me someone that's gay? Well, there's a gay gene. There's no freaking gay gene. Scientists already proved that.
I just said it wasn't a choice. It's not something that, like, I'm going to be influenced by it.
Real quick.
The same way you don't like
second?
dick is the same way my sister does.
Just real quick.
Go ahead.
What she said, I have a gay cousin who's a boy. He has a straight brother and he has a sister.
Yeah.
And when he's way older than me, but my parents, everyone always said when he was 2 to 3 years old, they knew he was gay when he was 2 or 3 years old. You don't know. And he had a brother that was strict, that was clearly, played sports growing up. And what my cousin decided to do instead was to dress up in his sister's dresses and with the tutus and put the heels on and now he's like a musical theater. He's like very gay, but he was 2 years old. He didn't know what he was doing. That was just how he was born.
Yeah, but
He was 2 years old dressing up like that?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm peeling back the layer.
There's something called enabling.
That's what I was
How
about
is
to get
that
to.
enabling? He has a brother who is straight, and they didn't enable that with him. He also has a sister. It's what he wanted. The parents let him do what he was interested
And
in.
he wasn't corrected.
That's the point.
And he
That
wasn't
is the point.
corrected. He wasn't corrected.
So if you had a son that wanted to do girly
I do
things,
have a
you're
son.
gonna. Okay, my fault.
No, little nigga, put the Barbie doll down. You're not playing with those. Play with the trucks.
And that's
Play with the
what's
action
wrong with
figures.
Forcing him to be a
That's wrong.
sexuality.
Why is that wrong?
What if he wants to be
Because
gay?
if
You're
he wants to
forcing
play
him.
with that stuff, why can't he
I got
play
you.
with that
You next.
stuff?
Naturally, right? From a biological standpoint, women, science, all the psychologists knows this. Women are more attracted to people and socializing. Men are more attracted to things. We know this. We can look at it from at a young age where girls, they like the color pink. Boys usually like the color blue. And it's not by anything like they put this in front of them. No, that's what they gravitate towards. We know that girls want to play Barbie dolls. And when they play together, they play house. When boys play together, it's competition. When girls play
physical.
together, they're looking to, there's no competition in it. You can't win in house. There's no competition in house. When boys get together, we like, no, we playing, tag, we wrestling. We playing some type of game where there's a winner, right? So even from a biological standpoint with young boys and young girls, we have these natural proclivities that is backed up from our biology. So what I'm telling you, your own biology is telling you to be a heterosexual male or a heterosexual woman. Your own biology is telling you that. And you went against your own biology, so it is a choice.
Okay.
What do you have to say, Mariah?
I just want to ask, what is the question?
Oh, what the heck?
No, literally.
Yeah, it wasn't was it on you? Well, me and you was talking about something.
She was talking
Oh yeah,
about
are you
being
born gay? That's right. Yeah, are you born gay?
Yeah, she was
The
saying
question
that
is, are you born gay?
Yeah, that was the question.
Pretty much.
Okay. I will say everyone has a different experience.
Do you think you were born gay?
Yes.
No one is born thinking about sex. That is false. So you're not born gay.
there
But
is.
she's
I
attracted
will
to
say.
women growing up.
Okay, I'm talking.
You mean to tell me babies are like, oh yeah, vagina or
Excuse me,
dick?
I'm talking.
Let her
There's a
speak. Let her
straight
speak.
gene. You're saying there's a straight gene, but there's not.
No,
a
I'm
gay
telling you, we
No, that's what you're saying.
No, you're
what I'm
taling about natural order.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
he's saying
our
there's a need to
biology.
procreate. Like there's a man
has
and women
a-
because there's a need to procreate.
Yeah, our biology has a natural proclivity to procreate, and we can only procreate male and female.
Let her get back to her
Excuse
point.
me. So I was speaking. I
Sure,
think
go ahead. Make
there's
your point.
there is a difference between like
Give me a snack.
sexuality and like gender. Okay. So I do not think like, okay, in my personal experience, I definitely like, when I was like, oh, I like females, it wasn't of a perspective of like, oh, like I want to have sex with females. It's, oh my God, like I love being around females. This feels right. And then as I got older, I was like, okay, like when I started thinking about sex and those big questions. I was like, wait, I enjoy.
Have you witnessed any homosexual activity when you were younger? Like, have you ever seen two girls kiss before you even thought about kissing another girl?
No. I grew up in California. Both of my parents
Oh, the
are
most
straight.
liberal state. That's influence.
It's also not just influence, it's chemically induced. We'll go and dive into that after.
Okay, back to what I was saying. Both of my parents are straight. I did not grow up around it just because no one in my family is LGBTQ. It was genuinely something that I knew. I loved being around females. I knew it feels right when I'm around females. And then once I got to the age where sex and sexual attraction came into play, it was like, okay, when I think about it, I want to have sex with a female.
Do you think you're influenced because you didn't have a masculine presence around to guide you?
No, my father is very masculine, very in touch with his masculinity. He was in the Air Force. He grew up with a strong mother and a strong father in West Virginia, which is not a liberal state.
Are you very close with him?
Yes, he's my best friend
And
in this whole entire world. I would say he went to the Air Force. He served for, I think, 16 years in active combat. Like,
Have you ever had?
Wait. Would you consider him a role model?
yes.
Could you consider him and the way he is to be a big part of the influence of the way you are?
My mind and the way that I speak, the way that I carry myself, yes.
So what can happen too is you can also embody his presence because you value him that much, which is a great thing. So what also happens is sometimes when a child really clicks and clings to their parent and they appreciate their parent, they would not only emulate them but also mirror a lot of their decisions. That can also be the same thing for preference. I'm not saying, like, there's a lot of boys who do have a dad in the house, but he clicks with the mom. So now he mirrors a lot of the traits and personality traits of the mother. There's a lot of women who have their fathers and their mothers in their lives and they click with the dad. And then they grow up to be tomboys and they wear Nikes or Jordans and, whatever the case may be. So your influence does play a big factor in it as well. And that could also be from a absence or it could be from a presence. So it's not just one or the other. Not saying that's your situation. I'm just saying that's a variable in the situation.
I have a question for you. Have you had any good or bad experience with men growing up?
No.
Okay, have you had any bad experience with men growing up?
No.
Yeah, she's haven't had. So it's like neutral.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I got a question for all y'all. Ladies, come on back. Let's go. Got a question for y'all.
They're hungry.
You should have.
No. You can't eat on the
It's
pod.
gonna be loud.
Yeah, it's gonna be loud in the mic. It's
And
gonna
can we
be.
switch the topic after this? I want to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could.
I'm gonna pour me a drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, Rico. Yeah, I got a question for them on this topic, and then we're gonna switch it. So, ladies, y'all all think that you are born, people are born gay.
I don't know.
So you don't know?
I think something's just engraved in your
Yeah.
brain, and that's just why
Okay, so yes
You
to
are the
you,
way
yes
you
to
are.
you, yes to you, and yes to you. My question: do you think that people? So the if we peel the layer back just a little bit, if people are born gay, that means that they are born with a sexual attraction to the opposite sex. So then, can we say that the question would be: are people born pedophiles?
Yes.
Okay, you would say yes to that. What would you say?
No, I think it comes from like
the way you're raised.
the way you're.
Okay, so it
you're
comes from
raised.
influence.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
No comment on that one. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
You like meaning you don't know?
no, just like no comment. Like, just Period.
Well, it's
No,
simple.
yeah,
Like,
it's
do you
simple.
think-
Just
do you
it's
think
just a
they're
yes or
born that
no.
way?
Do you think they're born that way? Yes or no? P-files. Do you think that they're born that way, having a sexual attraction for kids?
I mean, this is why I want to say no comment because like I want to explain it, but you just want a yes or no question.
Yeah, just yes or no.
Then no.
Okay. What about you? No, you in the middle.
I already said. I said they're not born that way.
They're
No.
not. Okay. And what about you?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
And you're gonna say, "Oh, well, that."
that's a good point.
No. The point that I'm trying to get here is
No,
to get.
like, I understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to
You're
get you
attracted
ladies to
girls,
think.
You're attracted to kids.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, the
But
thing.
I don't understand.
So,
I don't
ladies,
know.
this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you to think logically and critically think about things. So, if sexual attraction, you're saying that sexual attraction isn't a choice, meaning that people are born with their sexual attraction. If people are born with their sexual attraction, then all the P-files, we got to let them off the hook, just like we let all the gay people off the hook.
What?
May I add? So age and gender are incomparable when it comes to attraction.
What I'm saying is, if they can't help it, they can't help it. And I don't think, truthfully, age and gender, yeah, we know it's different. But from my moral standpoint, it is both immoral. Meaning that I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want anyone that I love to partake in any of those actions. So it's immoral under my worldview. Under your worldview, the P-file was immoral, right? But the P-file we would say that, okay, it's age. But it's like, well, if the P-file is acting on something that's natural to him, like the gay person is acting on something that's natural to him, can we really blame the P-file? Like, because then that means that we can't blame the gay man. Yeah. Does that make sense? If you're not blaming the gay man, can you really blame the P-file? It's like, yeah, that's gross, that's disgusting, you shouldn't do it, but it's like, let's give him help. So would you say the P-file just needs help or he needs prison time?
Both.
Okay, so if the P-file needs help and prison time, then what does the gay person need?
They're doing something out of consent, so I don't understand.
Yeah,
It's not even out of consent. That's like you're
No, they may not need prison time. Do you think they need help?
No.
No.
What is that?
Okay.
I don't.
Wait, how don't they need help?
Do you think a
Because
gay
they're not
person needs
doing
help?
anything
Natural.
wrong. How are they not doing anything natural? It's wrong.
Because you can't procreate from
Okay.
it.
May I add something? So
I mean, at least well, no, it's not going. I was about to say, at least, where you out right now? At least the other one could procreate, but god dang.
may I add something?
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, let it talk.
Okay.
Go ahead, sorry.
So in same-sex relationships, that is consensual. If they're say, a boy is trying to push
Yeah, we
himself
know
on
that.
another.
That's not the point,
let me
though.
speak. So if a boy is trying to push himself on another boy, that's not okay.
Yeah, I agree to everything that you're saying. The point is, let me just make the point because you moving the goalposts.
I'm speaking.
I get it, but you going off topic. You like moving the goalposts. The point is that what I'm saying is, I'm saying that no one is. Let's get to the topic. No one is born thinking about sex. That's the point. So if the person, the girl, right, or not the person that is gay, you're saying that, well, they're born that way. It wasn't a choice. I'm saying that it is a choice. The P-file, you're saying that he was born that way. I'm saying that, no, it is a choice.
So what are like innocent childhood crushes? Like if you're 6 years old, do you want to like fuck that other 6-year-old?
Bro, little kids don't think about sex.
Exactly.
You had to be influenced. You had to be like, think about it. You didn't even know what your whole did, or what the boy thing, or what your whole and a purpose was for, until someone influenced you about it. Until you seen something that you wasn't supposed to see.
About sex. I was thinking about Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
I had a crush on girls, but I didn't know what sex was. When I was
that proves our point that influence creates thinking.
Why can't girls have crushes on girls?
No, you're missing the point. The point is, you're moving the goalposts, ladies. Y'all got to stay on topic. Are people born gay? That was the conversation. I'm proving the point that people aren't born gay.
Okay.
We just went around with all of these questions, and it looks like our point holds more weight, that it is a choice. It's not like they were born that way.
Okay, let's change the topic.
All right, whatever. We'll change the topic.
All right, whatever.
All right, we got 2 more super chats, and I'm gonna get to y'all ladies. We got good looks, Cooley. Good looks. Oh, good looks. Cooley for elaborating on my question. Here is my other question. Who are their role models, and do they have their father and mother in their life? So let's do it. Actually, let's do something a little better with that question, but good question. Do you have a celebrity role model? And let's start with you. Any celebrity role model?
Yes, I believe her name is Taylor Russell. I might be wrong on that. I think I may be wrong on that. I would have to check on my phone.
Okay, what does she do?
But it's the girl, she's an actress.
Yeah.
She was in this movie called Bones and All with Timothée Chalamet. And I think she speaks very elegantly.
It is Taylor Russell.
Taylor Russell, okay. She holds herself and just like, she holds herself like to such respectable like standards. She speaks of people like amazingly, like she speaks of the world amazingly. Like I think her philosophy on like just equality and people is so gentle and respectable. I think she's a very lovable person.
Is she attracted to men?
I don't know. Oh, actually, I know she is because she was dating Harry Styles.
All right, well, let's get her to influence you a little bit more. I'm messing with you. Let's go with you. Well, who's your celebrity? Celebrity role model.
I don't have one.
You don't got one?
No.
Cardi B?
Oh my God.
No, yeah, Gen Z. Y'all didn't care about Cardi B.
I had a celebrity role model.
Go ahead.
I had two growing up. I had Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, two good ones. What about yours, Aziz?
Mine was Sylvester Stallone, the dude that played Rocky.
Rocky was dope.
I love Rocky because, fighter, he had heart. You know what I'm saying? He even fought when he was scared, because a lot of us, we feel fear, but some of us let that fear take over, and he didn't. And he was just brave. So then I always admire male figures like that had heart, that was courageous. So Rocky was my guy.
That was your role model.
What Floyd Mayweather's career taught me?
What it taught you?
And you can attest to the same thing. Once you become great, people will pay top dollar to watch you lose.
That's a fact, bro.
And as long as you keep winning, they're going to keep paying and making you richer and richer. And all you have to do in life is prove the people wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man. You got all these haters in here making them YouTube channels on me right now. I must be doing something right.
And you still winning. So
still winning. Still out here winning, man. That's facts. Celebrity role model. And then, ladies, y'all got on this couch. We're going to go. I would say, honestly, bro, I don't even have a celebrity role model. I would say my brother was my biggest role model. My oldest brother, he's like 12 years older than me. He was in the music industry, was a producer for artists like LL Cool J, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, Mariah Carey, mad people. So that was probably my biggest influence. And then as far as me being influenced by any celebrities, Michael Jordan, for sure. I would say Kobe Bryant over Michael Jordan, though, as far as influence, because I was born in 89. So Kobe was a huge influence. And then Neo from The Matrix. That was in 2000 when that movie came out. I think it was like 1999. I was like maybe 10 years old. Bruh, that influence was OD. I'm like, oh, homie done took the red pill. It's over. Let's go with you. Who is your celebrity influence?
I don't got one either.
Jake won?
Jake Paul won? Decision. How many rounds?
8 rounds. Snooze fast though. 7.
What was how much did he win by? Did they say?
I wasn't listening.
8-2?
Yeah, 8-2.
You mean 6-2?
He was beating him.
Dang.
Tyson really wasn't throwing much.
It was only an 8-round fight.
Yeah.
So
as long as Tyson,
my fault. 6-2.
Thank you.
As long as Tyson ain't get knocked out.
Yeah, that's my word. I didn't want him to get knocked out.
That's still fucking terrible.
Yeah, still.
Sorry.
But yeah,
terrible.
I mean,
we're live still, right?
Hey, shout out to Jake Paul.
I don't know. What?
But yeah, let's finish the celebrity role model. Who's your celebrity role model?
Beyonce, really?
Hers is Beyonce?
Oh, you said you didn't have it. You said you didn't have one.
She didn't have one.
Oh, you don't have one. Okay, let's go with
Beyonce. I don't care what anyone has to say about all the allegations getting thrown at her. I don't care. That's my girl. That will forever be my bitch. I love Beyonce.
Word.
Fair enough. What about you?
I don't know.
Don't got one?
You said Kim Kardashian. She
Kim?
whispered in my ear. She said, "Can I say Kim K?"
It's
She's
okay.
pretty.
We ain't,
She got
cool, a
big
lot of
we
tits.
ain't knocking you.
She has
Trying to
big
get like
tits.
that, bro.
Shout out to Hooters.
Oh wait, you the one that work at Hooters.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
enough.
spin back. Probably Amy Winehouse.
Amy
died.
Yeah,
She
Amy,
died. She
Amy did die.
overdosed.
She's a musician. She sang.
What? Wait, why?
More for not like I want to follow her lifestyle. Like I want to overdose too. Like
It's the
no,
music?
Like
Yeah.
like she think of like Bob Marley, how he like what he believes he reflects into his music, and that's
Yeah.
what his whole like tour was about. He wanted to speak his piece almost, and that's what she does. I feel like through her music, like but it's more her emotions and like what she goes through in a relationship and that kind of stuff, and it's very like heartfelt, but it's like strong. Like her voice is what's strong, but the lyrics is what's heartfelt.
I have a question for the ladies. Now, if I was to say, like, let's say we all went around a panel, and I said, yeah, Amy Winehouse was my celebrity role model, what would your initial judgment be?
Okay.
Good for you.
Fucking Cap. What would it be? I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
strike,
well-
strike three. Cap. What would yours be? What would yours be?
Do you even know who that is?
She's a girl.
She's a girl.
I don't think she knows.
She
who
doesn't
that
know who
is.
it
Let's
is.
just say he said Cardi B was his role model.
Okay, that's different. Cardi
Why?
B, Cardi B, Offset. I don't
Amy
know.
Winehouse is a
I
good
just-
person. She did a lot for charity. She did a lot with like children.
Okay, so the
Well,
point
that
he's trying to make is, let's just say he said a role model was a female. What would you? I think that's what you're getting
Yeah.
at, right?
Oh my! You don't like that my role model was a female?
Mine was Beyonce.
No, it's not.
No,
It's you.
sorry,
It's
that's
not
His role model.
Oh,
If I said my role model was a female,
Kim Kardashian. If he said his
Kim
role model was Kim
Kardashian is
Kardashian.
my role model.
well, she's a wonderful businesswoman. So
What would
Yeah,
your
she's a
opinion
wonderful
be of me?
businesswoman.
What would your initial expectation or judgment be of me? If I was like, yeah, Kim
I would
Kardashian
say,
is my bitch.
okay, but can you explain yourself? And then if you said, oh, because business, then I would be like, okay.
No, he was like,
wouldn't
I like
say
the
that.
way she get her nails done and she take care of herself.
No, I think
And
he's
her
a
tits are
little.
big.
No comment.
What would you say?
What about you, Robin? What would you say if he said it?
What
Honestly.
box would you put me in?
I feel like I should say anything.
No,
And
say it. No, we don't. There's no wrong answer. We
Yeah, so we
genuinely
wanna know
what
your
you think.
perspective.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, you're a little pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry.
We know.
Back to the gay thing
So
again.
we get
Yeah, can we go
I'm
off the
just
gay
trying
thing?
to prove
I'm
a
tired.
point. I'm just trying to prove
We're
a
off
point.
that
Really?
point, though. We're off of
I'm
that.
just,
We're
I'm
off
just.
that point.
It's not about that point. It's about a point.
8
Right.
point, yeah.
Are you making a new
Nah,
point?
yeah,
Like-
I know where you was going.
It's a point.
We got let's see here. We got Richard Simpsons and $5. If you want a provider, you should stop being a whole-vider. Okay, so if you want a provider, you should stop being a whole-vider.
Okay.
That's funny. Okay. We got Mondo 6875 cents and $2. Seems like you guys are babysitting these chicks.
Hey, he asked us to be on, so.
Oh, sorry.
It's college night, man. We
Yeah,
got your
we're
mom
adults.
sends in $2. He says, these chicks lame.
So are you.
I'm bored.
Tell them
Ladies, y'all can make fun of the guys, but let me read the chat first. He said, these chicks are lame as heck. No more kids, Cooley. Man, I got one on the way, man. We busting them
Congrats.
out, dog.
Congrats on
Appreciate
that,
that,
bro.
homie. Appreciate that.
I seen it. I was like,
Wait,
my boy popping out another
Yeah, he's
one.
pregnant. What?
We popping them out, man. Okay.
He just doesn't have the
All right, so
ball
that's
game.
the super chats for right now, ladies. So anything
what's your
that
question? Sam
oh, you had a question.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to word this, but
You had all
okay,
the
you
time to
guys.
think about it.
Oh, shut up. So you guys you're 34, 35, 31, correct? What is the youngest you guys would date? And let's say it's like 18, whatever. Is there a certain? I'm just saying a random number, whatever.
No, it's not. Let's just not even say it. But go ahead.
Okay, whatever. Is it different maturity level, or like if she's
So
just
you want
fine
to know
as
the
hell?
age that we would date and why? Okay.
Like the lowest age you would date,
I got it. Rico, you go first. The lowest age you would date and why?
and have sex with. Two different questions. Like, would you
Okay.
have sex
Meaning
with an
that
18-year-old?
if he-
Or
Meaning
would-
that if he was
Yeah.
single and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So, assuming I'm single,
yeah.
the youngest I would date right now, 31 being my age, I would say is 26 or 7.
Okay.
Right? 25 and under, I wouldn't date, but I would say 25, 24, and potentially a 23, depending
would
on
sleep
how she
with.
really looks. is what I would sleep with. Yeah. Once you hit 18, no offense, but y'all look 18.
We're still babies.
You
I
know
get
what I'm
it.
saying? Like you really look 18 now. There are some 18-year-olds that look 27, and I feel bad because realistically they're looking too old, too young, right? But there's what I would call like a childlike innocence to you that I could never find attractive. I could find cool to be around. I would more so try to be like your older brother or something like that before anything. But to actually be or sleep with you, it would be nuts.
Okay. What about you guys?
So the youngest girl I would like be in a relationship with, and the youngest girl I would have sex
Yeah,
with.
that's what that's what he's saying.
2 different questions.
Okay, so the youngest girl I'd be in a relationship probably be, if she's mature enough, like probably like 24, 25. I prefer like 26 and up because just like Rico's at the maturity level. But yeah, like sex 23 and up, the youngest, 23 and up. But like you said, like if she looks older, as long as she's 21 and up, that's cool. But I don't go for 21-year-olds. I don't attract 21-year-olds anyway. I like them older, to be honest with you.
Well, obviously you're not looking for like 21 and under, but like if you met like a 19, 20-year-old who was like super mature and like looked a little bit older for her age, like, and you like were fucking with her, you wouldn't be like, oh, we can't do anything now.
Like there wasn't that
It's
innocence
very rare.
that
I
he
don't
was
think
like
y'all
talking
understand.
about.
It's so rare.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but
Like you
no,
understand
I
that,
think guys
and no shade, but 18 to 20 or 18 even to 21-year-olds stay in the same place.
Right.
They go to the, I don't think he even goes to those places. I know I don't.
I don't.
I mean the bar.
No, it's not. It's even a different bar.
True.
It's like a club bar type.
Yeah, it's
setting.
even a different club.
Right, like to make his point. Okay, out here, right, and in South Bethlehem, there's a few bars in Southside, and those bars are college bars. A lot of 21 to like 22, 23-year-olds go there. I don't go there. The bars that I like to go to is in Allentown, and everybody in that bar is about 27 and up. You know what I'm saying? So I go to that bar. I purposely do not go to the bar in South Bethlehem because it's nothing but college kids, and that's it's just not my vibe. Like you said, like the way they act is just it's not my thing. So I don't go there because I go out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I stay
He's
away
be
from-
out every weekend.
I be out.
We be outside
I'll be
all
out
the time.
and I'll go to the casino or the bar that I go to. Like the majority of those women, they're either my age. Matter of fact, yeah, like the bar that Steve.
He was
Steve,
feeling frisky. That's all.
right, Steve is 21. But the bar that we were, the bar that I seen him at, the girls there, like they range from 25. Like they range from like 24 up to like 28ish. You know what I'm saying? So like.
You also
What about
gotta
you?
think about it's like brains aren't fully developed yet. Like when you're like 19, 20.
But
or
It's
whatever.
25,
So that's
I
like,
think.
but, like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like when he's talking about like the innocence and like the maturity level, like whatever. Like obviously, like you're still gonna be childish because your brain hasn't fully developed. Like you're not.
Yeah, my answer is, I mean, a woman is never going to be as mature as me anyway because she lives life on easy mode. I live life on hard mode. For me to be the man that I am today, I had to go through trial and error. Men, we have a burden of performance, meaning that we have to go out there and make something of ourselves. Women necessarily don't have that same burden of performance. You can be a lazy, broke woman with zero ambition and you'll still have options, meaning that you don't feel consequences for your poor decisions. So I don't put too much stake into a woman's maturity. So to answer your question, probably be like 20 for both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you gotta. I mean, this is just my opinion. A lot of times, men who actually, let's just say they're in their 30s. I don't care if you're 31 or 39, right? If they're in their 30s and they're actually seeking women in their 18, 19, 20-year-old stage and they're going to those places, right? Because you have to place yourself there first, consciously, right? And let's say they're actively there. Not just the one night, I'm going to just hit this bar and just drink and just chill, right? I'm talking about like that's where they go from Friday to Sunday, 1 to 2 weekends out the month. Those men, I feel like two things. Either one, they still live like that age, or two, they never experienced women at that age. So they're trying to relive what they never had.
like age regression kind of
Yeah,
thing.
so it's like, you know, and sometimes a lot of men struggle with proving things to themselves. Kind of like he said, we have to live from a performance-based ideology. So some men are living backwards, right? So they were not that guy from, you know, 0 to 29. So now they try to live at 18, at 29, 30, 31, you know, because they want to prove to themselves that they could do it. They just weren't able to do it at that
Yeah,
moment.
like the peaking ideology.
Yeah,
like
and I say that to say, you young ladies need, if that is your preference, you need to take keen to this information when you are saying, hey, like you said earlier, I want an older man, not a college man. Well, that older man is trying to relive college.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful. And I don't say this to shade to any one of you women on the panel, but I personally believe by 26, 27, all 5 of y'all are going to be at least 2 points higher on your scale, right? So now if I'm a man that's of that age already, why would I go down 2 points when I can have the more mature versions of you, all established versions? You know, communication is better, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? The maturity is there. Like, there's more development there for you as a woman, but yet I want to go seek, no offense, an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old who still has a lot to learn and a lot to grow from. It doesn't even make sense. That's not a man that you should be around, in my personal opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, if a man is, you
I'm
know,
not going for that old.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Me too.
Yeah,
I don't want
It's
people
not
to
just for
think.
you. It's also for, you
And
know,
it's not
whoever's
a-
watching.
it's another perspective though too, from we got the look standpoint, but then it's the other perspective that from a biological standpoint, men are naturally attracted to innocence and inexperience because the man wants to show you the world. He really doesn't want, if he had a choice, he would choose a woman that experienced less so he can, you know, he can show her the world, not manipulate her, so he can show her the world. Like,
I mean, there
think
could be, like,
about it.
both
Let me
sides of the
ask you a
spectrum with
question.
that.
Let me give y'all an example. You ever seen a movie before? You watched it before, but then you want to watch it again with your girlfriend, and the only reason why you want to watch it again with your girlfriend is because you feel happy by seeing her watch all of the things that you've, you know, experienced during that movie. So you're smiling, looking at her like, oh yeah, this is the part that's about to come out. Let me look at Katie smile. Oh yeah, it was good, right? Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I do that too all
So
the time.
like, what I'm saying is,
I feel like that's sending each other TikToks. Like you want to get their reaction.
you want to
like,
want to get their reaction, and that makes you feel happy. So what I'm saying is, a woman that had all of these experiences, right? Well, can she really make a man happy? Like, is the man ever gonna feel that way with her? Where it's like, okay, you've been in this car before, you've been to that island before, you've been to that bar before, you've been to this event before, you've been to that professional game before. You've experienced so much. So now when I'm with you, I get no wow moment. I don't get any happiness outside of just of my own happiness. It's something in all human natures. We are happy and feel joy when we see other people experience happiness and joy. So if the woman experienced so much and we're taking her places and doing things with her, but she's not really happy and not having like that first moment of excitement, like, guys want to be that first moment of excitement for a woman. So that's another part of it where it's like, yeah, age factor would play a part in, she probably did a whole lot. So it's the probability is much lower for when I get with her, she gonna be like, yeah, nigga, she ain't that wild. Then we got to think about it from the body count standpoint, the sexuality standpoint. The chick that's younger, Brad, think about y'all only 18, 19. Compared to you now with a woman that's 28 years old, the probability is much higher. The girl that's 28 years old has a lot more bodies than you have, meaning that she slept with more men. Men, we look for purity, right? So if we got to peel the layer back on everything is inexperience and purity. So it's like, well, the probability will be higher for the woman that's younger to have the lower body count. Now, we do know that there are some young slores out here. Yeah, and then we do know that there are some old prudes out here. But generally speaking, with age, you experience more and you have more penises. So, yeah, that's another thing, too.
Okay.
I'm so lost.
Next question.
Wait, how were you lost on that? That was
It's all right.
broken
It's
down
not for
perfectly.
you.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
In 5 years, you'll
No, I
rewatch
just
the podcast.
and
Like,
you'll
oh,
be
yeah.
all right.
I just mean like
He just
explained,
talks
like
a lot,
five,
so it's just
yeah, like
a
he just
lot
explained
to-
like 5 things in like one
God
one
dang.
go.
You're still
I got it.
18.
Sorry.
We're just girls.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
This is like a little bit
I'm over this.
off topic, but just random. What is the favorite book that you've read?
I don't read.
That's my point.
I don't care. I don't like to read. I don't care.
used to read. I did, but I just don't like. I don't have the time.
You don't
or,
have
like,
the time.
patience.
A magazine.
Okay.
It's actually like one of the books that's like getting banned and like that whole thing, but it's called Looking for Alaska.
Oh my
Like,
gosh!
yeah.
That's
Looking
a
for
movie.
Alaska.
Looking for Alaska.
I've read like I didn't
I
even
saw
know
the
there was a movie
movie.
for it, but I
Yeah.
It's like some notebook type book.
Never heard of that.
like
good.
it's about
A
like this.
walk to remember type
It's
book.
about
It's about
sex,
like a-
isn't it?
Listen,
like a
no, listen to her.
Oh.
Okay. I read it like a little bit ago, but it was one of my favorite books. But he like it's about this guy who goes to college and whatever, and then it's almost like this lustful thing for this girl that like Alaska who's living like in the same like residential area, whatever, of like the dorms and whatever, and it's just this whole lustful thing that it's like so out of reach for him, whatever. And then she does, spoiler, but she does end up herself and like whatever.
Wait,
But
what, you talking about lustful things? So it's a sexual type book. Yeah.
no,
it
but
is.
it's,
No.
it's never
It's a-
deeper than
no,
that. It's never
So much
attainable.
deeper
Like,
than
It's
it's
a
that.
man who prioritizes a woman to a point, and he never can experience her. As
It's
well.
a dude in a friend zone. God dang, that's their favorite book.
No, it's so much deeper
it's,
than that.
It's almost like the,
You
they
said
both.
lustful. What was lustful? Who was lustful?
So she's
The
like
man.
this, like it's like she's like a
No.
wild child, like how they describe her in the book. It's like very descriptive, like how her hair is.
If
and
he
her
ain't never
jewelry
get the
and her
box and he
clothes
was
and
pressing
whatever.
for it, he was in the friend zone.
It's a book. You asked a question and I
So
answered
that's
it.
the
Yeah,
that's
no,
your
I'm just
favorite
messing with
book. It's just a question. It's just yes or no. That's all.
It was a. I don't judge books off of like what the story is about. It's how it's
I do.
told and like how it's
You don't
written.
have to justify it. It was just a simple yes
Yeah,
or
so
no.
yes
no
or no.
right or
Hey,
wrong
chat,
answer.
real
We're not-
quick,
we're not
chat.
gonna make-
Get the likes up. I see a lot of y'all in here. Y'all Ninja Watchers. Get the likes up. Like
How
the
many people
podcast.
are
Don't be a
watching
Ninja
this?
Watcher. Like the podcast now. It's free, right? Ease?
It is free.
Like just click the like button. That's all you
Let me
gotta
like
do.
it real quick.
How many
Yeah, go
people
ahead
are
and like
watching
it.
right now?
Thousands of people.
Okay,
the
which is?
podcast.
I'm just curious.
Nah, hundreds of people. Nigga was Calvin.
Everyone's watching the fight. No one wants to watch this.
No, people was watching the fight. That's why they ain't watching
Was it
the
over?
podcast.
Is it
Doesn't
over?
make sense.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So-
Jake won.
my favorite book.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's called The Mind and the Body, and it's basically about how like the brain processes trauma and like how to overcome that. I love like just scientific books about like the mind, and there's
Yeah.
like a lot of case studies and like actual like scientific like facts that were studied and proven in there. And I love it, and it helped me overcome like just so much just from like my younger years.
So have you experienced some trauma growing up that kind of made you, you know,
Relate.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you mind speaking about it? Or if you don't mind, if it's too touchy, then you don't have to.
It's not like too touchy. It's
You don't
like,
have to explain it though if you don't want to.
I'll just say like just police brutality.
Okay.
I'll put it at that.
Okay.
And it helped me overcome so much with that and just be able to live just like day to day and be able to like trust like the people that are supposed to protect us,
Right,
you know.
right.
Police brutality is a thing. It definitely is.
All right, ladies. We some of y'all yawning over here, eating
Bro,
pizza. Come
I'm
on back. We
tired.
about to
What
do
time
last
is it?
thoughts. Come on, we about to do last thoughts.
Oh, we done?
Yeah.
Yeah, you about to do last thoughts. Yeah, because y'all ain't got no questions. So let's go ahead and wrap up.
We're wrapping up.
Come on, you can finish that later. Come on, wrap up. Let's do last thoughts. All right, ladies. So this is the time of the podcast where if you have a question, you can ask a question. But if you don't have a question, let me get your last thoughts. How'd you like the podcast and stuff like that? And let's start with you.
It was okay.
You barely
I guess.
talked.
Yeah,
She's
it was
talked for a
okay.
moment.
She was mad about the gay thing.
Yeah. It's all good. It's just a conversation, ladies. Don't take it personal. You said it was okay. Would you come back?
I guess if I was asked.
Okay, cool. We'll have you back. How'd you like the podcast?
She's not coming back.
She's like, yeah, I ain't coming back. But actually, well, do you have any questions first? Or nah?
I don't have any questions. No.
How'd you like the podcast?
I say
Giving you one.
I liked it. There were good moments. There were bad.
Yeah.
I think it was a good experience, and just like seeing other people's like point of views, just better understanding point of views that aren't mine. You know, I think that's very beneficial with just like growth and just learning other people.
Well, yeah, thank you for, not letting your emotions get involved when we had conversations that most women would definitely had let their emotions get involved and been irate and stuff like that. So you held yourself very cordial. And being 19, kudos to you. Would you come back?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have you back. Any last questions?
Can I go last? Because I want to tell the car story.
Oh, yeah, you got a car story. We'll let you do that. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Last thoughts.
I just thought that was like literally like the whole thing was just one topic that I really just like don't have.
There
an
was
opinion
so
on.
many topics.
No,
It was
because
mostly the
why
gay
was like an
thing.
umbrella
For
topic. 2
That was
hours
long.
we were
That-
talking about gay people.
Nah, that was like 45 minutes. That was like 45.
That was like at least an hour. I'll watch it, but
Let
no,
me know when you watch it.
I will. But no, it was a lot of like the same topic. I don't remember anything before it. I just remember talking about gay people.
Okay, fair
I didn't
enough.
talk because I
Would
don't
you
know
come
about
back?
You were talking. It was
Was I?
many moments.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Yeah.
You told us about your tall, fit, skinny
Yeah,
guy.
you had
yeah, I forgot about that.
moments. Like, what you
And your
mean?
dad
You
was-
was,
And on you?
I'm talking about the gay people.
okay,
And
yeah,
you had
that was a
17
long convo.
accidents.
That was very long. I feel like we
And
could've
sometimes it goes
cut
like
off that.
that. I mean, we don't gotta stop. I could keep going all night, but I
About gay
mean,
people?
no. What the heck about
He just means, like,
conversations?
conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, like I told y'all ladies, we could speak about the things that interest y'all, but y'all didn't ask not one question besides you and you.
Do you
So,
guys have any questions?
I mean, no.
You got something?
I think it'd be like beneficial instead of asking like, do you have questions? Like, do you have stories? Like, because this is about like college
Yeah.
girls. Ask us about like our
Story-
college life,
yeah.
like stories.
Yeah,
Like we
we're
have
the ones
so
in
many
college.
stories
Yeah, we have
that
we
like
wanted to tell stories, but
Yes,
you're saying if
like,
we have
we
We can get to
questions.
Yes.
stories then.
Yeah,
let's do
so
it.
let us
Let's
get
do
to
it.
it.
Let's
Can
do
I
it
tell
before
the
we end
car
this.
story?
Yes.
Craziest college experience. Craziest
Let's-
college experience.
Oh God, Mariah.
wait.
Who wants
I
to go
can't-
Or
first?
experience in the college.
Let her
Okay,
go.
let's go.
I have one. Okay,
Craziest.
Husky.
Oh, you
Do you
said
think-
his name.
Oh yeah, you did.
That's not his real name.
I
I'm
know,
fine.
but he
That's
goes
not
by
You know
that.
he husky now.
I'm fine.
Goes by that, Mariah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
One experience. Do you think that's a good one?
Yes.
Yeah,
go.
I mean, you
Do you
didn't.
think
let's
that's like
hear
my
the husky
I
story?
story.
wanted to bring him up, but you wouldn't talk about
Let's
it.
hear the husky
Okay.
story.
Nah, bring it up. Yeah, talk about
So, I mean, we all know my sexuality, right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, there is this one thing. How did we meet?
We were at the Dage.
We were
And
at
he was
a
like all
Dage.
over you.
Yes. So we met
It's like
through
a
a
date
mutual
party.
friend. Sam was there.
Husky's a dude?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought he was so cute,
So
but
yeah,
he wanted
so
Mariah. So I was like, all right,
walked
whatever.
in. We were like on.
So you wanted them first.
We were
I
on
mean,
like
yeah,
this.
So
she's
you
hot
was
as
hating.
hell.
Let Mariah finish.
Hold
Let Mariah
on.
finish.
Oh, I was
get the
not hating. I
context.
told her to go for it. Trust.
So we were
Okay.
on like the second story of like the
Like,
Dage,
upstairs.
right?
Uh-huh.
And he just like walks in and he's so tall. Like how tall is he? Like
Probably like 6'3".
6'3".
Oh, my height.
Maybe taller. Like
Cooley's height.
Light skin, like gorgeous, like curls.
gorgeous.
And
Gorgeous.
Like this man, he's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And so I walk in, or no, he walks in, and I like Sam like brings him up or something.
So wait,
She's like,
you ain't give the box to him? Did he ain't turn you straight?
Hold on, let her speak.
Hold on,
Trust
let me
me.
get to it.
okay.
So,
so
like-
much.
She gave it up a little bit.
like I could acknowledge that. Oh my god, like this man is gorgeous. And so he
Okay.
like comes up to us, starts talking because one of our mutual friends was like sitting next to us, and I forget what he was talking about, but I was just like, "Can you get me water?" And he like
Right.
he went and he got me water, like sweetest man ever.
All right, just
right?
get to like the fun part
Husky
of it. 'Cause-
simping.
Okay.
So you guys started. So you were flirting. You guys started texting, and then you hung out with him.
Oh my god, we hung out with him.
We did like a group hangout.
We
at
did
first.
a group hangout. Me, Sam,
I was there.
Robin.
Oh, yeah, you were there too.
I was there.
We were all there. It was a super cool like group hangout. We
All
got
right,
to
so what's the climax of the story? When it's gonna get spicy?
Do you want me to
Yeah,
tell the
yeah,
story?
can
I
you
feel
tell
like-
it?
Okay, so we're at the apartment. He starts like touching up on her a little bit. I actually took a picture of it.
Did you tell him you were gay?
No.
Well,
it came up in a game.
eventually.
It was like a Was it? It wasn't Truth or Dare. It was.
I was like, never have I ever.
Okay.
Never have I ever.
All right, go ahead. Finish the
So
story.
nothing really happened out of that. That night, you guys were just like touching a little bit, and then the next night we saw him at a frat, and then we all ended up just coming back to my room, like a group of us. There was like 4 of us. We're all just hanging out, and then they were cuddling again, and then they ended up going back to her room.
Did they kiss when they were cuddling?
No, because we're all like in my bed, like hanging out.
Oh, okay.
Like we're
I
all
think she's
hanging.
getting to that. Let's see.
So then, him and her went back to her room. Do you want me to say what you guys did, or do you want to get to that? Do you want to talk about it? I
You
don't-
can't. You can get to it. I can add commentary.
So
Go ahead.
say what you guys did.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
said you. Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Y'all
they
trash at telling stories,
Can I-
by the way.
like every like what? Okay,
Yeah.
They kissed and he like ate her box, but is that it? You didn't like do anything to him.
It was like dry humping. Like we got to the point where like it was like dry
grinding. You're
Yeah.
grinding on each other.
Did you
Like-
hawk to that thing?
No.
because it's
Okay.
like I could acknowledge this man was like beautiful. I was like, dude, there's so many girls that want him, but it's like I just could not get myself to.
But you had
Did he
feelings
try
for
to
him.
pull
I had
in?
feelings.
He tried to put it in.
He brought it up, and I was just like he was very aware that like I'd never been with a guy before, like
'Cause he
really
let
like a
out?
guy.
Did he pull it out?
No.
Yeah,
He did?
Yeah.
And what'd you do?
that was like the
Hand job?
like
Yeah, did you
no,
give him
that
a
was like the
handy?
dry humping. Like
You drive.
I was clothed,
Open
and
dick?
he had nothing.
So I just want to understand. So he went from eating you out to pulling it out.
Was this
and-
before or after when he pulled it out? Was it before he ate you out or after?
before,
Okay.
Oh, he pulled it out before he ate you out.
yeah.
He did the last resort. That's not. He did it backwards.
Yeah, he's supposed to eat.
He got, yeah.
Wasn't he drunk?
He
was
did
like
it all
not.
wrong. You don't eat girls' box, bro. Husky, if you watching this, don't eat box. That's a submissive
I
act.
really hope Husky
Yeah.
isn't watching
Don't
this.
eat box.
Husky,
Husky.
no, let me add it. Husky, you
Why is it
are
gay if it's
so
a child?
sweet. Adore you.
I'm,
It's okay.
I'm joking, ladies, to a degree.
It's
It's
not
okay, guys. It's okay to eat girls' boxes. We like it.
We
No,
love
not
it.
We
the
love
first
it. We love it.
encounter.
We love it. We love
But
it.
you know, there's a pussy debt.
Bitch, what?
Like you owe him some.
Oh, please.
So
He
you
wanted
did
to
nothing
do
to
it.
him?
No. Can I talk?
Husky,
So
don't
if-
let her walk off like this. Like you need to.
Husky,
you
if
need
you
to go
watching
get
this-
I hope
what
he's not
you
watching.
wanted. I mean, maybe
you
not
need to
here.
collect your
Somewhere
debt,
else.
Husky.
Why would you say his name?
I'm sorry.
That's
Because
what
I'm
he
mad
goes
as fuck.
by.
Husky did all of that and got nothing. It's crazy.
Thank
Go ahead,
you.
Robin. Go ahead, Robin.
But so like, if I suck a dick, I like. Sorry, wait. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, wait, what's your grandma name in your language?
Bubby Esther.
listening to this.
Bubby Esther.
Bobby Esther.
Wait,
Esther is crazy.
tell us about your drunken college nights.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
talk
she about
about
to
it.
finish something.
Yeah,
Go
I thought
ahead.
we're not talking about
No,
drinking.
just go back to what you were saying. If you do what?
So if I'm like, can I say that?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you can
If I'm
say.
sucking a dick,
What?
what?
We're past the hour mark.
Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead.
I figured. But like,
You didn't thumbs us up.
yeah, you did not. Oh my god.
Tell the story, Robin.
Tell the story.
Let's
Y'all
go.
got TikTok
this
brain.
isn't a
What the
story.
heck?
I just talk.
Go ahead.
Go.
Finish your story.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got
TikTok
what?
But you
brain.
saying, shh.
Jesus
You
Christ.
saying if he eats her pussy now, like she gotta suck his dick, but like, it's not the other way around. That don't make sense.
What are you
So
trying
you're saying
to
I don't
say?
know.
If
Can I
you
tell my
if you
story?
give
Can I tell
somebody
my
head,
story?
you're saying you want head in return.
Yeah.
How many times? Never mind.
I'm the
Okay,
type
no.
of person.
Can I tell my story?
Wait, real quick. As a female, men watching, I like if you want something done, I want you to do it to me first, because then I'll get more turned on to do it to you, and I'll actually want to do it. Because if I do it first, I'm
Foreplay
not
is a
gonna be
thing.
as
Why
like
you playing
into it.
Yeah,
One
nah,
bad-
So I want you to do
need
it to
know
me.
your role.
Yeah.
So
what?
do it to
Sex
me
is a
first,
woman's job.
and then maybe you'll get something in return.
Let me tell you
Good
something.
night.
Can I tell my story?
For gentlemen
Oh, okay.
listening to this, one bad apple spoils the bunch. So now there's one dude named Husky finds this girl named Mariah that he really likes, so he eats the box and gets nothing in return. He goes home hard with blue
my
balls, and now you want him to do it again?
I don't know. I didn't get with Husky.
I never asked him to do.
But you wanted Husky. You ever hit up Husky
Well,
like?
no.
Well,
When I saw
she
my
fumbled the bag,
No.
but I'm here, Husky.
Look at Robin's face.
No.
She fumbled the bag, but I'm here, Husky.
No,
What's up,
no.
Husky?
I
She
saw
did
that-
hit up Husky. Robin's face
No,
said it
I
all.
didn't.
I don't know.
No, I didn't.
No, she did
You
not.
slid in his DMs.
She doesn't go to school with us. We saw him at the party. I saw him for like
Two hours.
5
It's just like with
seconds, and I
Husky?
just said he's fine as fuck, and then that was it. It was just initial attraction. I didn't know anything about
Some
him.
faces.
No?
Yeah, she
Sure.
wasn't even at the party.
I wasn't.
Anyway, Robin, go ahead. Tell me
Go
your
ahead.
story.
Yeah, tell your
Okay,
story.
which one?
Craziest college story.
It was probably. Wait, can I talk about drinking now?
No.
Drinking water.
Drink,
Drinking water.
bro. Y'all 18. We didn't allow y'all to have drinks here.
we
You don't
didn't
got to
drink
talk
here.
about
I'm
drinking.
Sober. You can breathalyze me. But so basically, it was like the first Saturday of school. We moved in on a Thursday. It was the Saturday 2 days after. So I was a little stupid, you know.
Duh.
All I ate that day was cucumbers. Like no fucking like nothing else.
Oh, easy. You know the story.
Yeah, it's just straight fucking cucumbers. Almost a whole bottle of. Can I say what it was?
No.
Go,
No.
go ahead.
Water.
It don't matter.
Okay.
Okay, it was tequila. So I drank like almost the whole bottle, bro. I flooded the dorm
With your throw up.
with my throw up in the shower.
Because she only had cucumbers, so it was just like
Ah,
chunks of
see.
cucumbers. There was
So
no
much
like
chunks.
liquid other than the
Okay,
tequila.
what's the craziest thing you've seen in college?
Oh, I know. Can I say drugs on here? Like, can I say?
Yeah. I
Yes,
mean,
you weren't in the bathroom.
No, but you
I
told
was
me.
in the bathroom at a party, and I was like standing holding my friend's phone while she was peeing, and a girl just like,
Oh, Steph Curry.
and I was like, oh,
That's normal.
no, but I
Oh,
no,
she likes
but
the
like
booger
We
sugar.
knew her.
yeah,
call
we
it the
knew.
booger
No,
sugar.
I like know her. Like
Damn,
I'm friends
you gotta
with her.
be active.
And I had no idea that was like her thing. So I just remember being like, oh shit, because we're not in the 80s anymore. Like I didn't know people still really
Everyone
actually
does.
did that.
Are you serious? They do it probably more now than ever.
Yeah.
You think?
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's the
It's
first
just-
time
it's not as
I've ever
clean.
seen that.
Most
And no
people I know are
judgment.
doing it.
No judgment. I already have ADHD, so
What
I
about you,
couldn't do
Robin? What's the
that.
craziest thing you've seen in college? Craziest thing that you've seen? Not.
This girl.
She doesn't remember anything. She drinks too much.
Oh shit.
That is true. But this time I was just fried. I wasn't drunk. Oh, I can't say. I
It's
don't
fine,
know.
just go.
Whatever.
Bruh,
Say
you
it.
already incriminated yourself.
Yeah,
It don't matter.
So we was walking to get pizza, right? It was like 1 a.m. And this bitch, deadass on the ground, like on the side of the road, but like on the road, just on the side. Literally like throwing up, pissing herself, like literally dying.
Being dying.
So we called, I didn't call because I was freaking out. I kind of walked, she was throwing up, so I was like, I'm gonna go away before I throw up. But like they called the ambulance and they were like, oh, she has diabetes, like she could have died. She's like, yeah. I don't know, it was weird. She could have died. I saved her life because I wanted to get pizza.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, does anyone else, before we wrap up, anyone else got a story they want to tell?
I
You
wanna
got
tell
the
my
one story.
story.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell your
yeah.
story.
Okay,
Go ahead.
can I have like a like?
And then we'll
Do you
do.
want to tell
Can you
it?
just have like commentary?
Sure.
I want to tell it. Okay, we talked about how
Y'all are
this
so college.
this
like,
this girl.
Boo fucking hill.
You invited us on here. You knew.
While you telling
like,
this story, I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh my god, you ass.
Tell a story,
I'll
bitch.
tell the story
So we were
to
driving.
the
I'll
people.
tell it, 'cause I was
Shut the
driving.
fuck up.
I was driving.
Yeah, you were driving and I was the one watching, and that's why. Yeah,
All right, we're all ready to go to bed. Go.
Yeah.
you're not. You're making it
Tell
worse.
it.
She's been in 17 car crashes on the way
Her.
to her. On the way to her dorm, she about rear like cuts off the front of this guy's car completely, but didn't hit him. Thank God. She gets in the wrong lane. The only reason why we got off the
Her.
highway is because
What
I
is it
had
mean?
to pee. Sorry, she
It was
blames
her
the whole
fault.
thing on me afterwards because I had to pee. And
This story better be good. You've been wanting to tell it since the
Okay,
beginning.
let me tell
follows
it, let me
us.
tell it.
He
Can I tell it?
follows us,
No,
and we are
let her
going
tell it.
through
You
different
almost got it.
lanes. And this guy is up our ass
almost hit him.
following us, and we make it to Chick-fil-A, and he blocks her car in at the Chick-fil-A. And the only reason why we went to the Chick-fil-A because it was bumping. There was hella people there, and I was like, if we continued to go to her dorm and he continued to follow us, I would have called the cops. But we went to Chick-fil-A because I had to pee.
So this story doesn't even involve
so
cops.
basically ass like white bulls, like they were like, you fucking white bitch, like learn how to fucking drive, and just like sat there and stared at us.
They just, boom. So basically, I was
Just
in the
sat
turn
there
lane
and
and I
stared
got
at us.
over because he was following me. So I got back over. It was weird. He was following
We're
me.
supposed to go to McDonald's, and we
ladies,
went
let
like
me
6
tell
blocks
y'all. Let me
down.
give y'all some advice
a
on
pretty
how
boring
to
story.
tell
It was a
stories.
It was a pretty boring story.
Here's
It
some
was a
home.
bad
Here's some
story.
homework,
It was
ladies.
funnier.
Because it was
In the
funny in the
moment.
moment
It
because we were
was.
like pissing
Listen.
ourselves scared.
Here's some advice.
She
Oh
snorted.
my goodness. They
Snoring over there.
got
All right,
they
we're almost
lost their
done.
mind because someone snorted. If you want to learn how to tell stories, go ahead and watch. Type it on YouTube. Soldier Boy robbery story or gun story. Soldier Boy is the best storyteller. Watch
Soulja
that. You
Boy
gotta know how
winner.
to tell stories. Soldier Boy stories is off the chain. So yeah. Anyways, ladies. Okay, let's do. I think we was over here with you, right? Last
Me?
thoughts
Sure,
with
yeah,
you.
sure.
Sam.
Yeah.
Me.
Last thought, Sam. How'd you like the podcast?
As expected as last time. It was cool.
Word. You liked it better than last time?
Oh, for sure, because I was with my friends and I talked a lot more.
True.
And I actually understood what we were talking about. Last time, it was too mature for me. I was kind of just like, okay.
There was a lot of mature stuff here too. That I didn't understand.
No, but it was mature stuff that like I've done. Last time it was just like,
I didn't understand a lot that they said.
Yeah, I feel you.
because you're just not in it.
Yeah, I wasn't
Dory.
listening.
All right, Sam, we'll have you back again for the third time if you want to come back.
Okay, maybe we'll see.
Maybe
What
we'll
about me?
see.
You don't want to have me back?
Oh, yeah. I thought I asked you that. Oh, yeah. Would you come back, Robin?
I don't know.
All right, she talking about. She just wanted to be asked the question so she
Yeah,
could
I felt
stunt.
excluded.
Okay. And any last questions?
No questions. No.
Okay. And how'd you like the podcast?
It was okay. Yeah, like
Cool.
you run a nice, like you run a tight ship. Like you got you know what you're doing and you got your thing down. But personally, I got some different views, so it wasn't my favorite.
That's that's true. It's
everybody.
and we bring people on that have different views and we have those conversations and we try to get deep as possible as far as on different perspectives that people have. So it all makes for good content. But cool. Would you come back?
Full honestly, no.
Finally, someone's keeping it.
I know. I don't know why you guys are
Fugazi.
lying.
Yeah, I feel like all of y'all
would
was
not.
lying.
I know she won't
Personally.
come back.
But it was a
I
great
said maybe, I
experience.
don't know.
I'm glad that I lived it.
Word.
So
Cool. Well, I'll never see you again, but thank you for coming. All right, chat. Don't be a ninja watcher before you go. Go ahead and like the podcast. This Sunday, I want all of y'all to tune in. Sunday at 6 p.m. I'm going live. I'm going to expose a whole lot of things that y'all want me to speak about. Y'all gonna get the truth. Don't be watching all of these reaction videos. I mean, you can watch them. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of them is funny. Mad funny. What was the one chat that someone said?
Cooley keeping all the single miles for himself.
Hey, someone was like, hey, Cooley out here keeping all the single miles for himself. I lost it. I was like, oh, man, they funny. A lot of funny reactions. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is my first time where someone is trying to expose or do something. So it's cool. But it's a lot of misinformation and lies that would put me in a negative light or a light where I'm contradictory or a hypocrite, which is all false. So we'll expose the truth with a lot of proof and facts. And we'll do that Sunday at 6 p.m. So tune in. Other than that, this podcast was no Fugazee. Rico.
Yo.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
for coming, man.
You.
You got anything before we dip?
Man, no.
He said no. All right, man, we out. This podcast is no Fugazee. Peace.
Peace.
No Fugazi.
Actually, Gabby, off. You done. And you want to leave too? This is how our relationship goes. God over man, man over woman, woman over children.